Biafra, my man. Oh yes, so run no me wanna wash nana. Biafra, my man. Prime Minister Simon Momo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking I'm sinking Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo agbada bururu. Amorotomo agbada bururu. Excellency Simon Ekpao. Nieruwe yo witruwe salon. Mistoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Mistoko with the sendo. No. Amorotomo agbada guru. PM Simon Joe. You have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you or something. Worry sister say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Amorutamo agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo agbada guru. Soko with the sendo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the fool that we hate him. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sendo. Paradim say you are so good. Anna Wabadaburu. Amarotomo Abadaburu. Amarotomo Abadaburu. Urobisoko with the sendo. Urobisoko with throw a salute. Even lucky star, it is say do. You do well, it is say do. Brgie said, you do well, we salute you, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amorotomo Agbadaburu. I am in tears of joy For your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Kisuko
Those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message to you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. You do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When in the Moroku, Nijim were on with Biafra. When in the Siputa, Makamwero Mekanyinaga, Biko Kulien, Okeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. Oh, when in Japoroku, Makamwero Wangi. Oh, when in Japuruchekwa, Makamwero Wewu Biafra, Biko Kulien, Okeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien, Okeruo. When the Biafra Gideon, Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Oh, Amadike no na donjon, Mukekweki here meyae. Bodike, Mosike, Rurajobalike. Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon M. It wants to smooth the street Gabaniru Naibu. Never had on my Yebudo. Oh, Guinea. Master Simon M. Emesu Wokwere, Onyendu. Iye Jamalike, Imokwa Simon M. Iye Jamalike, Simon M. Atakatabo. Ojuda Kweni, Mwiwe Onyendu Kine Betata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Prime Minister Veronin, and you got one who got I will follow you, and I will follow you, I will follow you, The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Okwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Epa, or Guinea.
Master Simon Epa, Biko, Gisiki, Kaka, Noku, Atakata, Kaina, Boki. Ojuda Bueyi, Kwipolonyendu Kine Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Prime Minister Veronin, and you got one who got I will follow you, and I will follow you, I will follow you. Oh, Madike Biafra, Dahi Boroka Biarole. Iye Jamadike, Biafra Republic Government Awuchie. Iye Jamadike, Commander General Lewejiri. General Rapotuso, Sona Atakata. ihe jamadike n'oge biko kulie ihe jamadike n'oge.
Maka Biafra weropụtara anyị onye ndu ihe Simon Ekpa ọbatobie.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwu Abiama binigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I
want you to understand that I will never betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will never betray Biafra. I don't need to say this, because nobody brought me into the struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not bring me into the struggle. Nobody did. I came as directed by the Spirit of God into the struggle and started doing things on my own before I was recognized by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I tell you, like I used to tell people in the secret, my plan was never to take oath in IPOB. My plan was never to take oath. I wanted to prove to Biafrans that you do not need to take oath to contribute to the freedom of your own people. So that was my plan. But along the line, something changed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself requested me to take that oath for one specific reason, for one reason. And that reason touched me. And that was how I took oath. I want to make this thing, build this particular background today for people to understand. And I have told you people that I will be the last person, your last bus stop, whoever you are. I will be your last bus stop in this struggle for Biafra. Once you are not genuine, once you are, you are out to destroy this Biafra movement, I will be your last bus stop. God will use me to stop you. It is not by my power, but that is the way it is. Now, I want to make it very clear.
Welcome, 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 fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet shared this very program, please, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Gabiam, share the program. If you have not yet touched the like button, look at the like button down there, thumbs up. This is not the time you have to be economical with the message. The message we are preaching here is a message that must get down to every Biafran. That is one of the assignments that was given to us by our Supreme Master Nandekam. And also, our Prime Minister Mazi Samuneba told us that we all have to engage in radical evangelism. Some of us are very forgetful. For you to be part of that radical evangelism, you must share this very program. Like and share. Very, very important. When you like and you share the program, you are inviting somebody to the program. The social media does not promote our program. It is only we that promote our program by ourselves. By sharing, by liking, that is how you promote the program. Those who are watching me from TikTok, I welcome every one of you that is watching from TikTok. Please tap the screen as you are watching. Tap the screen. Also invite others to join us. If you are watching from Facebook, I welcome you equally. Share the program and also click like. Very important. It is our responsibility to make sure that every single Biafran, no matter where they are, have to get this message and get it clear. My fellow Biafrans, I welcome every one of you once again. As I always say, for the sake of those who are going to come across our video for the very first time, and those who are joining us on this platform for the very first time, this platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafran government. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuneba, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nandekam. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack individuals or persons. We do not come here to engage in any saga. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to debunk every lie that has been told against the Biafran people. To debunk every lie that has been told against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and against our Supreme Master Nandekam. What we do in this platform is to tell the world, bring to the world the true picture of things in Biafra land and in the Zoological Republic. There are so many things that are hidden. People are not speaking about it. There are so many lies that have been told and people are believing it. Our responsibility is to come here and debunk those lies. And most importantly, to encourage Biafrans far and wide, wherever you are as a Biafran. Our duty here is to make sure we encourage every Biafrans to know their left and their right. Most importantly, to remind the Biafrans of their legitimate right. The right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. These three major rights are the rights you must hold dear to your heart, and you must not give up on them. Anybody that advises you against the three rights, These three major rights, any person that advises you against it is your first enemy. You must treat that person as your enemy. The international law supports the right to self-determination. African peoples and human rights law support the right to self-determination. Nigerian law itself supports the right to self-determination. Tell me, how are we committing a crime? By asking for something that the law supports, something that is lawful. When you come to self-defense, Chukwu Okike Abiama himself planted the law of self-defense in every human being. Everything he created that has breath, anything that has life, defend themselves when they are threatened. And that is how Chukwu Okike Abiama made it. International law also accepted that and implemented it. International law agrees that every human being have the right to defend themselves when threatened. The right to self-defense is supported by international law. African peoples and human rights law support the right to self-defense. It is funny that the Nigerian law itself also supports the right to self-defense. But when it comes to Biafrans activating their rights, people turn it to be a crime. They make you believe that requesting for these legitimate rights is a crime. It is sad that most of us do not know their rights or how to implement it. More especially when it comes to the right to self-defense. In the right to self-defense, whenever you are threatened, you have to defend yourself with equal measure that the person is bringing to you. On self-defense, you will have the right to defend yourself with equal measure of the person that is coming against you. Somebody cannot be coming after you with AK-47 and you are defending yourself with a stick. It is a suicide mission. Somebody cannot be coming against you with RPG and you are going there with pump action. It is a death sentence. You go to people with the same equal measure they come with to you. That is the same measure you send back to them to defend yourself. That is exactly the message and the lesson we have learned. For a very long time, most of us misinterpret self-defense. Some of us thought that self-defense is crying and shouting and telling people, oh, they want to kill you, they want to kill you, they are killing you, they did this, or they did that. Some of us thought self-defense is shouting and crying. And some of us thought self-defense is protesting. Some of us thought that self-defense is running away. But to the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, we found a leader in the person of Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Prime Minister and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. And he interpreted self-defense to every single one of us. And we understood better. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Exile, is not just an ordinary person in the street. He is not a novice about law. This is a man that read international law. This is a man that owns a law firm in an organized society. He is a lawyer, a practicing lawyer at that. He didn't stop at that. He has served in the military, in a very disciplined military force, trained. He didn't stop at that. This man is somebody who is a politician, a practicing politician, who has served at the level of a councillor, contested the election and won in Finland. With all these qualifications that he has, I see no reason why he should intentionally go against the law. He is not a novice. He is not ignorant to the law. I want every Biafran to know that, and anybody that's watching me across the world, that Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, is not a novice. He's not ignorant of the law. He read international law. And that is why he's able to interpret it boldly, speak and defend it boldly. That is why he claims responsibility for every single thing he says. That is why most of us are bold enough to come online and speak. Because even those who did not know finally have realized that what we are doing is standing on our legal rights, which is supported by international law, to make our requests known to the whole world. And we will continue to do so until Biafra is restored. My fellow Biafrans that are watching me anywhere you're watching me from, we have come once again to do what we know how to do best. Every morning we come here to interact with the Biafran people and to interact with the world. And each time I come on this morning section, it is always an interactive section. You that is watching me, you have the right to click the link, come in and join me on the platform. Ask your question, make your argument, send your contribution, say your prayers. The only thing that qualifies you to be on this platform, on David Herbert channel, where I am hosting this program. If you're watching on TikTok or you're watching on Facebook, you cannot join me on stage. If you want to join me on stage to ask questions, to make contribution, to say a prayer, come to David Herbert channel on YouTube. You are going to see a link on the comment section. You click that link for invitation and I will bring you in. The only thing that qualifies you to come in, as I said, is to be a human being. As long as you're human, I will bring you in and you will make your comments. The only thing I request for you is that when you are coming to join me on this platform, please make sure you conduct yourself properly. You must dress up fine. You cannot appear in our platform naked. The whole world is watching. The Biafran cabinet is watching. Our prime minister is observing. Children are even looking at us. So you must conduct yourself and dress up properly when you come to join us on this platform. Secondly, when you want to speak on this platform, please and please keep your words civil for you to have impact. It doesn't matter how angry you are. It doesn't matter how unsatisfied you are. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. Try to keep it civil. I am not telling you to be politically correct. We do not admit political correctness. We say it the way it is. But in doing that, you must add civility to it so that the world can understand it. There's no point making a noise and nobody understands what you're saying. My fellow Biafrans, we have come once again. And before we go deep into the message, I have to welcome everyone that is joining me on this platform, David Herbert channel. I have to appreciate all of you who spend your time to join me on this platform every day. My beloved sister, Linda TV Show. One of our strong pillar on media, Linda TV Show. If you are not following that platform, you are missing a lot. Please follow her platform, Linda TV Show. Click on the videos there, watch the videos. You are going to see a variety of informations from different members of the government who are speaking. Different people on the media, in different Biafrans who are speaking on the positive side. Please make sure you follow Linda TV Show and platform. I welcome my brother, Jerry Wibo. Thank you so much for joining, Jerry Wibo. You are always here. I appreciate you. Fidelia Ibokwe, thank you so much, my beloved sister Fidelia. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. You're always here with us. Thank you so much for joining the program. Namdi Ogu, thank you so much for joining. Namdi, I appreciate you for joining the program. Jerry Wibo, thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining the program. Mwambe Wabweze, thank you so much for joining. Mwambe Wabweze, thank you so much. Chidex Aham, I welcome you. Chidex, thank you for joining. Irene Ehi, my beloved sister, you are always here. I welcome you. Thank you so much for your support. And Gabriel Isaac, thank you so much. Gabriel Isaac Ochaburu, thank you so much for being here. Karoma Gale, you are always here. I welcome you. I appreciate you for your immense support. Thank you so much, Karoma Gale. David Namde, thank you so much, David Namde. I welcome you. Thank you for being here. Okafo Chijoke, thank you for joining, Okafo. Joe Best, thank you for joining. Joe Best, is it Clifford? Thank you so much for joining, Joe Best. I appreciate you. Peter Okafo, Mazi Mayo, thank you so much, my dear brothers. You are always here. Welcome all of you that is joining. Innocent Ibonusi. Innocent Ibanusi, thank you so much for joining. Dick Jaja, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Nome Uche Paul, thank you for joining. Solomon, thank you so much. Solomon for joining me. Obiebulam, thank you so much. Obiebulam, thank you so much for joining. Solomon, I welcome you. Oka for Chi, okay, thank you so much. I welcome you. In the life of sisters, thank you for joining. I welcome you. Benjamin Chikodi, I welcome you. Thank you so much for being here. Opo Ebel Eugene, thank you so much for joining. Onyekwem Osili, thank you so much for joining. I welcome you. I welcome everyone. Solomon Nwafo, Abuchi, thank you so much for Abuchi Mweke. Thank you for joining. Abuchi, I welcome you. Ogo James, thank you for joining. Batlomi Anachebe, thank you so much. Adichebe, thank you so much for joining. Batlomi, I welcome you. Victor Nwajiofo, thank you so much. Najiofo, thank you so much for joining. Najiofo, I welcome you. Odobe Chimaroke, thank you so much for joining me. You are always here. I welcome everyone that is supporting us in one way or the other. Any way you are supporting, I welcome every one of you that is joining on this program. Thank you so much for being part of the program. Victor Najiofo, Odobe Chimaroke, Charity John, thank you so much for joining. Charity, Freedom is taken. Thank you for joining. Freedom is taken. Cellular Enterprises, thank you so much for joining. Charity John, thank you so much for joining. Mwambe, thank you so much for joining. Mazi Mayor, thank you for joining. Onobuoke, thank you for joining. Ogodi Ken, thank you for joining. Odimebu Augusta, thank you for joining. Sunday Mwazigwe, thank you so much for joining. Pretty Ifeimwa, thank you so much for joining. I welcome every one of you. Juliana Obi, thank you for joining. Obi Ezra Mike, thank you for joining. Dodo Sozo, thank you so much for joining. Margaret Eze, thank you so much for joining. I thank you so much for joining. Obi Ezra Mike, thank you for joining. Mwabweze, I welcome you. I welcome everyone that has been able to join this very program, whether I mention your name or I didn't mention your name. You are highly welcome and you are special. Wherever you are and you're watching, you are a special guest. It is because of you that I'm here. If you're not here, I will not make it to this program. My fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you as you have joined, and we are going to kick off the program. Before I make the introduction of the title of today, let us first of all go to our jingles for you to know what is coming up and preparations we are making. It is necessary we go back to the jingles and remind you where we are coming from.
Welcome to the Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra, 2024.
From November 29 to December 3, 2024, join Minister Simon Yoku Ekpa and a diverse assembly of leaders, thinkers, and visionaries as we convene to declare our nation with liberty and justice for all. We extend our invitation to countries of importance, all media houses and journalists across the globe, advocacy groups, well-wishers, and lovers of freedom. Your presence is not just valued, it's vital. This 5-day convention promises rich dialogue and transformative ideas. Together, we will explore themes of freedom, innovation, and global collaboration. As our nation's flag is raised high in Declaration of Independence, key positions of influence will guide our discussions. Ambassadors of peace, champions of equality, and pioneers of sustainable development will lead the way. Special sessions will be dedicated to enhancing diplomatic ties, fostering economic growth, and promoting human rights. Your contribution to these dialogues can make a significant impact.
Join us in Wrath, where freedom meets leadership and ideas spark change. Mark your calendars and be part of history.
Biafra.
We go.
Powerful pro.
We know. We know.
BFR, Raffle Jingo, my people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku, na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show, no be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, in exile, went there for Obodo Yibo, Finland. With him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up, he go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you. And your picking them, I dey tell you, you can't still bring Obonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing they happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down. Look, na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra, where you they cry for sins. You go also win too, no play.
After this particular December 2nd, nobody will fight for Biafra again. Biafra will be free. And we are going to hand over freedom to our children, and our unborn generation will enjoy what we have fought and what we are doing today. Do not shake. Do not panic. December 2nd, Biafra freedom will be handed over to us, both in the spirit and in physical.
You're welcome back, my fellow Biafrans. I welcome back everyone that have joined us on today's program. It is going to be a very interesting one, and I thank you for your patience and being there. All those informations you saw there are the necessary things you need to know. The declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra is going to happen, and the convention is going to kick off from the 29th of this month until the 3rd of December. As we speak, Biafrans are already landing in Finland, many on their flight now, many on their way flying to Finland. If you are one of those who is qualified to be there, I don't know what you are waiting for. You must get yourself prepared. Security is there for you. Every needed security is intact for every single Biafran that is going to fly in there. You will be absolutely secure, just like the Prime Minister has planned. Everything remains the way it is. There is no shaking. You have heard our Prime Minister. After the 2nd of December, Biafra will be legitimately generate a documents which will show that our nation has been restored. And the only thing that we have to be doing is to continue to pursue the recognition of Biafra. That recognition is going to come when it will come. You know, in the past, so many countries recognize Biafra. There are many countries that have already recognized Biafra, and none of them took back those recognition. I want you to have that in your mind. For every country that recognized Biafra, none of them took it back. That recognition remained. That recognition remained. There is no country that recognized Biafra during the Civil War that took back their recognition. They never denounced Biafra until that statement of no victor, no vanquish. So, at the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, we expect every single one of them to fall back online and obey what they have said and signed. It is very important. And there are so many countries that, let me see if I can find the video of those countries that recognize Biafra. I have the video here with me before. Let me see if I can be able to find it so that I can share it before we go into the program for you to understand that we have gotten our recognition in the past. Not just today, so many countries have already recognized Biafra, and we will continue to back in on that very recognition until we completely exit this. Let me see if I can find the video that I can play so that you can be able to get the point very, very clear.
On account of unique local factors or to grave, our people know enough of Lagos and can testify.
On arrival, they heard the news of the support. Chief Davies then returned to Nigeria in the same aircraft that conveyed them barely 1 hour after. Is still ongoing. Because nothing proved to us that Biafra is finished. Why do we
has given them such kind of a right and perception for the
is still ongoing. Because nothing proved to us that Biafra is finished. Why do we Gabonese recognize Biafra? Firstly, it is purely the goals of humanity. Secondly, because we know that the Nigerian Federation is a fraud and it reflects no basis. I will not tell you the history of Biafra here, but I will if necessary. But you just have to look back to 1900, to what Nigeria was, before coming back to 1906 to understand it. We Gabonese know that kind of federation. As Gabonese, we once belonged to a federation known as Federation of Old AF. We
as strangers and given a place to settle down and carry on their
arrival, they heard the news of the support. Chief David
Victor Banjo was a Yoruba who served in the Nigerian army as a
on account of unique local factors or to grave linguistic. Our people know enough of Lagos and can testify by others, cannot reject himself. The inordinate ambition of the Hausa Fulani oligarchy to continue to dominate the whole of what was formerly the Federation of Nigeria, the unrealistic desire to acquire the wealth and resources of Biafra while rejecting their people, the mad and homicidal desire to exterminate from the face of the earth 14 million Biafrans drove Gawan and his clique towards unleashing a costly war to attain the unattainable, the subjugation of this young but promising republic. Even
Victor Banjo was a Yoruba.
Arrival, they heard the news of the support. Chief Davies then returned to Nigeria in the same aircraft that conveyed them barely 1 hour after touchdown. Davies and his team did not bother at this point to meet with President Kaunda and deliver the message of the President of Nigeria, President Kaunda and his country having declared full support and given recognition already to Biafra. A few days after that, Nigeria's ambassador to Zambia, together with the staff of the embassy, were recalled from Zambia and redeployed. The Republic of Haiti also gave its open support and recognition to Biafra. This was the first recognition for Biafra from outside Africa. Haiti is itself a country of several revolutionary figures, and the revolution by Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu resonated easily with Haiti, hence their open recognition for Biafra. This recognition meant a whole lot to Ojukwu and the people of Biafra. It was widely reported in the papers and radio stations across the world. A number of other countries also gave their support to Biafra, but did so quietly without any public declaration. Most of such countries did not want to offend Nigeria. Some gave support to Nigeria and Biafra at the same time and in equal proportion. Some of them had economic ties and interests with Nigeria and therefore had to tread cautiously. They supplied weapons and further military assistance to Biafra, but did so quietly. When hunger became a serious problem in Biafra, these countries supplied food to Biafra. If Biafra had succeeded, the oil wells in Nigeria today would have been in Biafra, and these countries were more or less driven by the anticipated economic gains they would have from Biafra. They worked behind the scenes, but Biafra benefited one way or the other from them. What Biafra did not have was recognition from any of the superpowers. America, United Kingdom, Russia, China, France, and other big countries of the world did not make any open declaration of support for Biafra. This was a serious minus for the Biafran struggle. Analysts have said that if Biafra had gotten the public support of any of the superpowers, weapons, logistics, and training would have been provided, and the war would have taken a different dimension altogether. One of the major challenges of Biafra was the absence of weapons to prosecute the war. The federal side was better equipped with more competent military men and women to sustain the war. At some point, Biafra exhausted its conventional weapons and had to resort to the use of locally made weapons such as the local bomb called Obunigwe. These locally made weapons were nonetheless destructive, but their impact were momentary and could hardly withstand the firepower of modern warfare. On 9th January 1970, the Biafran dream took a nosedive when the leader of Biafra, Lieutenant Colonel Emeka Dumego Ojukwu, left the Republic of Biafra in the last flight from Biafra, which took off from Oli Airport. He arrived in Côte d'Ivoire, where he took asylum and remained there for 13 years. 2 days after his departure from Biafra, Biafra was surrendered to Nigeria by Major General Philip Effiong, Ojukwu second in command. The decision to surrender Biafra to Nigeria was not a unilateral decision taken by Philip Effiong alone, but a decision reached upon consultation with the remaining leadership of Biafra. The story of Nigeria-Biafra war is a story defined by several events. It remains an unforgettable period in the history of the people of the former eastern region of Nigeria and of Nigeria as a whole. Thanks for watching this edition of Back in History, and do remember to subscribe to this channel.
Fellow Biafrans, I am very sorry I was not able to get the major clip I wanted to show you, but on this clip I played, you can see that Biafra got recognition in the past. They got recognition, some of the countries were mentioned, but I have a clip where those countries were mentioned about. All the African countries that was mentioned, including Haiti and other ones. I was looking for the clip, but I couldn't get it. But I'm going to try to get the clip, hopefully in my next program, so that I can arrange it properly for you to understand that the Biafran we are talking about is a country that existed before, continued to exist, and we got recognition there. The only thing that was lacking, that we do not have any world power recognizing Biafra. And that is why at this time, our Prime Minister is doing everything humanly possible to correct that mistake. As for recognition, that is what we are going to pursue after this very declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra, which is going to happen on the 2nd. Now you can understand why they are fighting it, why they are attacking it. And the attack is coming from the political pressure group of Nigeria called IPOB. It is also coming from the politicians and also from the Afonjas and the Ifajunas, coming from the Caliphate itself and the British. Pressure is from all angles. Now you understand the kind of pressure that even the Finland government is facing. You can now understand better. So that is why every one of us have to keep our fingers crossed. And let us continue to be consistent in the pursuit of our freedom. It is only you that can free yourself. Nobody will do it for us. We will do it for ourselves. Today, I choose a topic which says, happening now, the revelation of the truth and the end of Nigeria propaganda as we await Biafra Republic Government in Exile Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. For our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, he is definitely going to join us. Do not be discouraged with the delay. Do not be discouraged with the distraction. Our Prime Minister is safe and sound. That is the assurance I'm giving everybody. The Prime Minister of Biafra, the Republic of Israel, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is safe and sound. He's in a safe hand. Do not get distracted. All you have to do is to focus on that project he has in hand. It is we, the Biafran, that will push that project to that very place he wants it to be. If we can be able to take that project to where he wants it to be, I bet you are going to see him raise the flag of Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, I am urging you today, wherever you are, to remain resolute. Remember the words of our man Nnamdi Kanu. He said, consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. It doesn't matter what you see or what you hear. Remember to be consistent in your demand. What we want is freedom. And it is our right to pursue freedom. At the same time, defend ourselves. Do not allow anybody to talk you out of defending yourself. You will be alive before you talk about freedom. You must have your life to talk about freedom. When you protect your life, then you talk about freedom. Even if you die in the course of protecting your life for your freedom, it's worth it. But for you to fold your hands and somebody will come and take you out, I'm sorry. Even in your grave, your forefathers will be angry with you. That is why we have to wake up. I thank you, that the Prime Minister America have taught us a very great lesson, and we have learned, and we learned in a very hard way. Today, we are going to dive into a video. I saw a video where one of the criminals in Nigeria was interviewed about our Prime Minister America. You know, for a very long time, this person has been wolf in the sheepskin. For a very far, when I say politicians are evil, it does not matter whether the politician is your brother, whether it is your uncle, whether it is your father or your mother. Anybody that you have in the politics is evil. There is no single one of them. More especially Nigeria. When we talk about Nigerian politicians, let me be specific. Nigerian politicians, from A to Z, there is no single one that is sane. Every single one of them is pursuing their own personal and selfish interests. And if you think you can choose one criminal against the other, you are an idiot. A criminal is a criminal. It doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter your post. If you are a criminal, you are a criminal. And that is how we should see every politician. I saw one of the idiots interviewed. This is a clown that claimed that he was the one that stood for Mazen Nandekan release. I was looking for a video where Mazen Nandekan told us about his release, where he spoke about this man, the person who was claiming that he was the one that signed for this Mazen Nandekan. I'm going to look for that video and play, because this is the time. It is very important to play that video. I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. If anybody can lay hand on that video, let me get hand on it. I'm going to find it eventually after this program. A video where Mazen Nandekan was explaining the condition of his bail and why they made it that way. Number one, the release of Mazen Nandekan in 2015 was because of the activities of the Avengers. Every one of us know the Avengers. The Avengers were the militants in the riverine area of Biafra. The militants in the riverine area of Biafra, who was led by Tompolo then. They were the one that gave the pressure that made Mazen Nandekan to be released when he was arrested in 2015. In 2015, it was this same talk, nothing, until the Avengers took it upon themselves and decided to lock down everywhere, including blocking ships and seizing ships. And their first demand was to release Mazen Nandekan. That was the only reason why Mazen Nandekan was released. Force. The Avengers forced the zoo to release Mazen Nandekan. It wasn't by begging. It wasn't by protest. It wasn't by any meeting. It was by force. I didn't say it. Mazen Nandekan confessed it by his own mouth. The videos are there. When they brought somebody to sign for Mazen Nandekan before he released, they did that intentionally in order to cage Mazen Nandekan so that the government and the politicians will be controlling Mazen Nandekan on what to say, how to say it, and what to do. That was the only reason. Excuse me. The only reason they brought somebody, a politician, to come and sign for Mazen Nandekan was because they wanted to use that politician to manipulate Mazen Nandekan, to direct him what to say, how to say it, when to say it, and what to do. I want you to know that under normal circumstances, no lawmaker has the right to stand shorty for anybody. A government official, a lawmaker, has no right to stand shorty for anybody, in the zoo. That is what their law says. That is what their law says. As a lawmaker, a public servant in the zoological, you have no right to sign surety for anybody. You don't have the right. But when it came to the case of Mazen Nandigan, in order to bend him to their direction, they thought they can bend him. They thought they can manipulate him. They thought by pushing these people forward, they can use them to manipulate Mazen Nandigan. That was why they brought them in, that they will be the one to sign to Mazen Nandigan. And they projected them as the forefront on the list of Mazen Nandigan. I am not just explaining this. Mazen Nandigan explained it by himself. That any idiot that is claiming that he was the one that signed for his release is talking bullshit, he's talking rubbish. Because in the very first place, he was not convicted and he has no case to answer. And that person that is claiming to have signed for him has no right anywhere to put signature, to stand surety for anybody. That is what their law says. But because of how criminal-minded the zoo are, because of the evil, they use somebody to manipulate him as in Nandikan. But unfortunately for them, the supreme leader of IPOB cannot be manipulated. And when they brought him out, Mazen Nandikan continued on his message with all the useless conditions they gave him. You must not be where more than 10 people are. Mazen Nandikan, his family members alone are more than 10. You must not do this, you must not do that. And Mazen Nandikan, every single thing they gave him was against his right as a human being. And who do you expect to obey such? When the right of someone is trampled upon, you say you're giving him a law against his right. No sensible person will obey that. And we saw that man projecting himself as the Messiah who saved Mazen Nandikan. Until this election came, we found out that he was only planning to be a governor. Just like every other criminal politician, his plan was to be a governor. Every one of you know who I'm talking about. That Iberibe man was only looking for governorship. And when he failed for governorship, he began to bring out his color gradually. He began to bring out his color gradually. He began to bring out his color. And when he failed as a governor, you began to see him. Now another election is coming. He has started positioning himself again. He has started trying to create a chance for himself again. Because what they are using Mazen Nandikan and his case is to project their own political agenda. That is why they succeeded in turning the IPOB that was meant to be for freedom, a freedom movement, they turned it to a political pressure group. They have succeeded in turning IPOB that Mazen Nandikan created for agitation, to fight for freedom, a freedom fighting organization. They turned it to a political pressure group. And today, every single politician in the zoo is a spokesperson to the political pressure group called IPOB. Every one of them is a spokesperson to the political pressure group called IPOB. But their nightmare came when Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, emerged. The appearance of Mazi Simon Ekpa turned them upside down. They never expected it. The appearance of Mazi Simon Ekpa made them angry, and they began to speak from both of them. We began to see their true color. We began to see how they hated Mazi Nandikan. And in this video that I'm about to play, we are going to watch it together for you to see how these people hated Mazi Nandikan and how they are making sure that Mazi Nandikan did not come out, even when they come out to announce nonsense to you that they are making arrangements. You will see how they are indirectly attacking Mazi Nandikan. I am going to play the interview that was granted to Abanibe. Let us watch and hear the nonsense he was spilling in his mouth. To hear the wickedness in his heart. To see the selfishness of human being. When we say politicians are criminals, you begin to understand. Some of us, we are lost in the beginning. We thought he was sane. I don't blame Biafrans who thought he was sane. But as the time goes on, you begin to see his colors. And you are going to see it on this very video. Let us watch together this very video, interview that was granted to Abaribe on Channels Television.
Your view on the arrest of Simon Ekpa in Finland, an event that sparked a mix of relief for some, skepticism for others. Do you believe that this development marks a turning point in addressing separatist agitation in the Southeast, or does it risk further complicating the situation?
I think it marks a turning point. I think it's something that is very, very welcome. Because what it does is that it will tell all those people at home who are purveyors of violence, who are being instigated by Simon Ekpa, to now know that he actually said, oh, that he's just a content creator, that he's not, what do you call him now?
He's a prime minister. He called himself a prime minister.
Because he's a prime minister.
Now, you can now see the idiocy of this man. Some of you initially thought he was sensible. Now, do you see that this animal is cashing in on a joke, a mockery that people made against Biafra on Twitter? And Arise Television took that very mockery and played it. And today, look at a man who will come and speak English, claiming to he has certificate and qualified to defend Biafra people. Look at a man who claimed to be representing people, coming out to cash in on a lie, coming to say that Mazi Simon Ekpa actually denied being the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria. It is unbelievable. If anybody have told you that this man will be part of this propaganda, will you believe it? If anybody had told you that somebody like Abaribe will be part of this very propaganda we are seeing today, will you believe it? But look at him, making jest of himself. Look at him, showing how idiotic and wicked he is. Look at him, painted with all lies. That is why we say old age is not sense. There are some people that have white gray hair that are foolish. And this is one of them. This is one of them. On a national TV, look at the lie he's spilling, that Mazi Simon Ekpa denied being the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria. That Mazi Simon Ekpa said is a content creator. Ask this idiot, where did you hear that from Mazi Simon Ekpa? On which place? Were you there when he was interviewed? On which place was he questioned and interviewed about this very item you are publishing? This very lie you are promoting, where on the planet Earth did you hear it from? From who? What is the source of your information, Abaribe? But of course, because the fraud in them, in their blood, that fraud that is running in their system is about to be taken out. And every single one of them will eventually begin to bring their colors out. They are bringing their colors. But I bet you, the Biafrans are wise. This is why these people, they treat ordinary people as if they don't have wisdom. Simply because you find yourself in the House of Assembly, you feel you know more than any other person. Simply because even people who do not see the wall of the school, people who do not attend primary school cannot believe that an idiot will be on national TV believing a lie, a propaganda that was placed, something that was actually created by a content creator. A program that was a content creator created to mock himself or to promote his platform. Now you use that, capitalize on that now to come on national TV to speak. Eventually, this time it wasn't even the Nigerian media that brought it. You were the one that raised it up. This was an idiot who claimed that he was the one that released Mazen Nandekan. And I wish, I don't know why I didn't get that video. Where Mazen Nandekan explained who this idiot is. the fraud in them can never allow them to follow the right thing. In that claim, and that is where he's standing today, every time he come and pose himself as somebody who's too short for Nandika, no lawmaker has the right to stand shorty for anybody. A lawmaker has no right to stand shorty for anybody. That is what their law says. But yet, because he feels he's talking to ignorant fools, he is talking to people who doesn't have wisdom, people who doesn't have the time to make inquiry and read. You can come and paint anything and you say it and you walk away. Every single politician in Nigeria is working for the caliphate, including this man. It is sad. Let us continue to listen.
We have always said that what he continues to try to direct from there is antithetical to what the Igbo stand for. And that it is totally wrong. And that what has happened is that a legitimate, I will say, quest by the IPOB seeking non-violent referendum was turned by all these, we say, kidnappers, criminals, and everyone. And
did you see what he said? That the self-referendum that was conducted, that it was conducted by criminals, by kidnappers everywhere. Self-referendum that was conducted online, that is verifiable. Anybody on the planet Earth, regardless where you are in this world, every journalist that will come across this platform, please share this program, share it and let it go viral. Every journalist can have access to check how Biafrans voted on their self-referendum. We started the voting online. People were registering. We have a means of identification. Google was used. In Google is not a platform. It's not a fraudulent platform that you can just come and do anything and walk away. Google is being controlled. The people in charge of it can be able to verify information and they can, and the system that we use, we are not the first people that have used it. Many governments of the world, many organizations of the world are conducting survey. The same way we conducted that very self-referendum. Survey are being conducted online and offline on daily basis, and people make a case with it. Governments use the survey made online to build their country. When has conducting survey been a crime? When is it that, how has it been that conducting survey online is being done by criminals, by kidnappers? But look at what the picture this man is painting. That the self-referendum that was conducted by kidnappers. It was conducted by criminals. Even the one that was conducted on the ground, we have videos. We showed videos. The videos are still today on the platform of our Prime Minister, which I will not be having time to play here. You will see where Biafrans lined up. Because of the security situations in the zoo, we know we are dealing with the criminals. We cannot show their faces. We cannot show it the way other things have been shown. But we have video evidence of where it was conducted. You see people online. There was nobody attacking anybody. There was no gun. People were responding themselves. There was no forces anywhere around them. But look at the picture this man was painting. That the self-referendum that was conducted by Biafran people, that it was conducted by criminals, that it was conducted by kidnappers. The most peaceful Nigerian government have not conducted any credible election that will be like our self-referendum. This same man who is opening his mouth, the just ended election. Can you tell me how many of your brothers have died? In the just ended election that brought the drug baron in power, do you know how many Biafrans that died? Do you know how many people that died across the nation worldwide? Didn't you see people were enforcing and snatching ballot back everywhere? That is not your concern. You never care about that. But all you came here is to paint a different picture to the world. Of course, the world is wiser. Some of you are just covered with, your brain is covered with things that you see within that four wall of the zoo. That is why some of you, when you come to Europe, you jump in train, you jump in buses. Europe is not a place where Europe and America is not a place where you go and you begin to have your first class treatment and begin to surround yourself with the military men and everything. So when you come to the zoo, you try to raise yourself up as if you are the one who has knowledge more than another person. Nobody has the knowledge anymore. Nobody has say. But you are a loser. Because I thank Chukwu that social media is there. For every single statement we make, there is video evidence, there is picture evidence. For every atrocity that politicians like you commit, we have evidence, right, left, and center. We don't just say it and keep silent. Thank God for social media. But when you come here and speak all your grammar and they tell you, bring evidence. Can you show us evidence that shows that it was kidnappers that were conducting self-referendum? That it was criminals that were conducting self-referendum? You come in the national TV and you open your mouth, just as the recent script that the caliphate have given you to play. You come and you play it, and you think we will keep quiet and watch you. This is one of the reasons why the Biafrans are different. We are not like other regions. We are people who just come and say anything and get away with it. That is why they say we don't have a leader. It is not that we don't have a leader, but we don't have rulers. We cannot accept idiots as our leaders. And we cannot keep silent when we see idiots talking. We cannot. That is the difference between the Biafrans and every other region. And people like you cannot get away with what they say. Here you come, calling Biafrans criminals, calling Biafrans kidnappers. And he has done it again and again. It's not the first time. Only to project his agenda. This is a man who is seeking a chance to go and steal. He tried the last election and he failed woefully. He failed woefully. And today, the only thing he can do is to play along with his fellow criminals. And look at what is spilling in his mouth. Calling Master Simon and how can somebody who speaks in this manner, claiming that he lost Master Nadigan, how can somebody who speaks in this manner want Master Nadigan free? This kind of a person will never ever want Master. These are the wolf in the sheepskin. Sometimes you'll be thinking that your enemy is outside. You don't know that your enemy is sitting there with you. And this is one of them.
Because they have found a key for the average Igbo. When you say Biafra, they feel that, you must be doing the right thing. And
look at, this is the sentence that always kills them. This sentence always destroy everything they say. They know very well that each time you mention Biafra, an average Igbo man will rise up and pay interest in it. These things, they say it every time. But ask me, you call yourself a leader. Why is it that you are not paying attention to this very thing that you know that once you mention it, every eyes will be on it? Why is it that you don't want to address it? They will come boldly. People who claim to be intelligent, educated, you're a leader. You are a leader. You have spoken by your own mouth. You say, each time Biafra is mentioned, everybody will say, they will fall into it and embrace it. Why is it that you're not addressing that thing that they always embrace? Wherever a child is crying and pointing, anytime a child is crying and pointing at a particular place, if the mother is not there, the father will be there. Why is it that this particular area where your people are always falling towards, whenever it is mentioned, why don't you want to address it? Is it a crime for somebody to stand up in the Senate and say, my people want to have Biafra? That is the only thing that will appease them. You see him admitting. The whole world will be watching and see. You see this man admitting that the only thing that the Biafrans pay attention to, the only thing that unites them is when you mention Biafra. But this is one thing that they are scared of. They never want to mention it. They want to crush it. Just the way they are being paid to do. That is the mission they are being paid for. They receive salary to crush Biafra. Even when they know that that is something that is very dear to the heart of their people. It is sad. It is really, really sad. And still yet, some Biafrans will be paying attention to clowns like this. These are the source of our problems. And until we begin to identify them, you see, that is one of the beauty of the absence of Mazi Simon Ekpa. You see, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave us a revelation, and the chaff was separated from the wheat. Now, the short absence of Prince of Mazi Simon Ekpa is revealing the wolf in the sheepskin. They are appearing one after the other, so that tomorrow you wouldn't say you don't know them. Let's continue to listen.
Using it to cause mayhem back in. I mean, whatever they say they are doing in the Southeast is not supported by anybody in the Southeast. All you have is a band of criminals. Now, because they know that when they call themselves IPOB, then everybody will say, okay, maybe they are this. And also, our security agencies also find it difficult to discern between a criminal and somebody who is saying he's doing agitation. And so every little thing that happened, they will say, oh.
It appears that Simon Ekpa and some of his friends were feeling a vacuum left after the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu.
Well, what vacuum?
I mean,
Nnamdi Kanu was
Nnamdi Kanu engaged.
All of us have been going around trying to make sure that we deal with the matter to make him come out, which we...
This criminal is not making any sure for Mazi Nnamdi to come out. What this criminal is doing is to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hounds off on Biafra. And that is why today, every one of them is running to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stand as a shorty, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself has said. None of them has the right to stand for any shorty for him. The court have said he has no crime. The court have said he committed no crime. The court has said, let him go. Why are these people projecting themselves as people that will stand shorty? What shorty do you want to stand for an innocent man? Why are these people convicting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by himself? Look at him. It is very clear that the vacuum that was left by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is filled. And that vacuum that was left was that IPOB was hijacked and transformed into a political pressure group, which was not the intention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And when the Prime Minister saw that this is what about to happen, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, with the idea and the foundation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, rescued that IPOB and take it away. Rescued the ESN and take it away from them. That is their anger. That is their crime. They thought that by capturing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have already captured the IPOB in Nigeria. They are now pressure group. Speaking the same language like this man, as he just, this is the same. If you bring a person from the IPOB in Nigeria, this thing he's saying is exactly what that person will say. Bring somebody from IPOB in Nigeria. What you are hearing this man here say is the same language that that person will speak. And I want you to continue to listen to him.
We continue to tell the federal government that he is the key. Reason is that everybody using his name and the name of IPOB to perpetrate violence and mayhem. And I always ask the same Simon Ekpa and their group. You want Biafra? Fine. Do you want Biafra, or do you get Biafra by killing the same Biafrans you want?
This is one of the lies they push around. These people accuse Mazi Simon Ekpa of taking the life of innocent Biafrans. It has never happened anywhere. There is no video evidence. There is no picture evidence. There is no word evidence where Mazi Simon Ekpa ordered the death of a Biafran. Even when some of our fellow Biafrans are fighting him to take his life, we have seen a video where people, we have seen audio where people were ordering the death of their fellow Biafrans simply because they were talking to the Prime Minister. This criminal here cannot tell me that he had not seen an audio where somebody was calling for the death of the Biafran, that anybody that speaks to Mazi Simon Ekpa should be banned. We have so many videos, so many records where somebody was given an order that anybody that is following Mazi Simon Ekpa should be banned. But you cannot find any video anywhere where Simon Ekpa gave instruction that if you are not following him, that person should be fought. Never, not even one. You can never find it. But yet, people like this will come and push lie in the national TV. This is disturbing. In a national TV, you are accusing Master Simon Ekpa of buying people without an evidence. But on our own side, we have video evidence, we have picture evidence, we have audio evidence, which I know you have seen, but you deny it because all your intention is to crush Biafra. You have been paid to crush Biafra and you are receiving your salary. You don't want to tamper with it. It is good that certain things happen so that the Biafrans will see clearly. You see how he posed, accusing Master Simon Ekpa, and I challenge this man, bring a video where Master Simon Ekpa ordered the death of a Biafran. You cannot find any video anywhere, not on audio, in secret and in open. Bring it out. Once you bring it out, I hands off from the government of Biafra. If I see any day I see that video, I will stop broadcasting about Biafra. Bring an audio, bring a video where Master Simon Ekpa ordered the death of a Biafran. But we have thousands of videos and audio where people ordering death, and some of them are on national TV. And I'm going to play one. I am going to play one of those videos. This clown did not see it. Just like the video I played yesterday, I'm going to play it. When they talk about people who are buying people, they know them. They were sent by this people. It is this kind of people, politicians, that are sponsoring these things. And I'm going to prove it to you. It is people like this that are sponsoring the death of innocent people. Biafra, these are the people. He is one of them. Let's see. You are accusing Master Simon Ekpa of spying. I want to. Okay, let's listen to the video.
Where do you guys come? Our camp was there for back of that police station for Fafata, but how long now? Since 6 or 7 months, we don't have any camp now.
So
why? Why not get camp? Because of Iran. Police they find me.
Okay, that's easy. That the way they kill that time. Your men follow now. How will I kill them?
Yes, now my men will go Holland. The person will shoot the heads and a free man. Free man.
This is a confession of one of the people that this man Abaribe is sponsoring. This is a confession by somebody who Abaribe is part of those sponsoring them. First of all, in this confession, he said they have their camp at the back of police station. He confessed to taking the life of a traditional ruler, that they pied a traditional ruler. He didn't stop at that. He mentioned the name of the sponsors of people who are sponsoring them. And the people that are sponsoring them today are the people that this man is promoting. They are the people that this man is presenting as innocent people. They are the people that this man is presenting as fighting for agitation. But look at him how he posed. Look at him how he posed on the national TV. And he's calling Master Simon Ekpa a murderer. Meanwhile, this is the real murderer. These were the group of people who established a camp at the back of police station. At the back of police station. And they went and pied a traditional ruler. When the police arrested them, the man confessed and called names. You will see him mention the name of the people he supported. China Samoru and Co. The IPOB Nigeria today that he supported, they were the people that are sponsoring this man, which he himself is part of. I want you to hear the complete confession.
Tell us, where do you guys come? Our camp was there for back of that police station for Fafata, but how long now? Since 6 or 7 months, we don't have any camp now.
So
why? Why not get camp? Because of Iran. Police they find me.
Okay, that's easy. That the way they kill that time. Your men follow now. How will I kill them?
Yes, now my men will go Holland. The person will shoot the heads and a free man. Free man with the sky and the number 1.
Who the sponsor you?
Now China Samoru.
From where? Where is from here?
In that blood.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
You had the name Chinasa Moro.
Chinasa Moro. I work now as a DOS commander.
The DOS
commander
that Abaribe is supporting.
From ESM.
So how long has this
been? The DOS that Abaribe is part of.
2 years now.
They send somebody to go and buy his national
foreign.
To carry out activities in Imo State.
Sir?
To carry out activities in Imo State.
This interview is
to sponsor the people to carry out.
Yes, national TV, you can see channel, you can see NTA, you can see Arise, you can see TVC. The major stations they have in Nigeria.
The other man of Italy is
so which reason is it giving you? Which reason is it giving you guys to go and attack all these places?
The reason when they tell us, they say this is Biafra people.
Did you see? This video is in the public domain. This very interview that was granted to this criminal that is being sponsored by Abaribe was done in the public. This criminal that just, and they had a camp at the back of police. When you talk about camp is not owned by one person. When you talk about a militant group having a camp, there are major people. Where are the other remaining people that were being sponsored by Abaribe and Co., which is DOS member? Where are they? The rest of them who were at the back of that police station that had a camp, where are they? This is just one person among them. This is just one person that was captured. Where are the remaining people that Abaribe and DOS were sponsoring? That went and took the life of a traditional ruler. These were the people that they gave order that anybody that mentioned the name of Mazi Simon Ekpa, they should buy the person. But Abaribe will come and boldly sit and began to call out our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. An innocent man. Among every single person, you can never see any video where anybody come and say, Mazi Simon Ekpa tempts me to go and take the life of a Biafra. You can never find it. You can never find a video where you see Mazi Simon Ekpa sent me to go and take the life of an innocent person. You can never. Any day I see such video, I will quit from this agitation. Any day I see that video, you will never see me speak about Biafra anymore. I challenge anybody that has their video. Any day I see such video, I will never, ever speak about Biafra again on my channel. You are looking for sponsors you are looking for people who are taking the life of innocent people in Biafra land. Look at one of them. And if you don't believe me, I want you to listen to a fellow politician, his own fellow politician. I want you to listen to the confession of his fellow politician. Listen to this. Listen to this.
These people are just wicked politicians. If anybody tells you that IPOB is the one killing people in Oluzon, it is not correct. Wicked politicians are sponsoring the killings in Olu. Last week in Oberuru, the APC ward chairman was killed in his house. The APC secretary was killed in his house. APC woman leader was killed in his house. I have cross-checked since the inception of this banditry. Not one PDP man has died. Not one PDP man, his house has been attacked or burnt. So it is very clear to me that these people are after APC.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That is one of the criminals today who is retaliating. And the party he's talking about that is tagging APC is the party of Abaribe. Abaribe was a PDP when this very video was made. And when they continue to kill this, continue to take the five people of APC, Hope Uzodimma started his own to take vengeance. Abaribe party, which is PDP, where he belongs, they are the people that their fellow criminal is talking about. You see him exonerated and say, this has nothing to do with agitation or IPOB or whatever. That the problem is the politicians on the opposition party, which is a party where this man belongs. And you see him mentioning people that Abaribe people have bought. This very man applied that very criminal that had people who have their camp at the back of police station. IPOB, ESN can never have their camp at the back of. You can imagine Liberation Army of Biafra having their camp at the back of police station. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the ESN having their camp at the back of police station? Can you imagine that? These are the people who are being sponsored by Abaribe and Co. And you see him mentioning their name. And today, look at Abaribe sitting down, promoting the same people who sponsored this man, making a case for them that they are the genuine people. Now you understand. I didn't say it. You had a fellow politician. Just try to connect the dots. You see, internet never forgets. In our own case, we don't just come and talk. We bring evidence. You see a fellow politician pointing a direct accusing finger on Abaribe and Co. You saw a criminal come to confess that it is the people that Abaribe is sponsoring that sent them to go and take the life of a traditional ruler. And you are still there looking for people who are buying people in Biafra land. Now, have you seen the people who are buying people in Biafra land? In case you have not seen them, let us go further and listen to what this clown has to say.
How? How does murdering people, how does kidnapping people, how does going around and spreading mayhem, killing policemen, burning police stations down and all that help you? How? I mean,
Abaribe, how does kidnapping and taking innocent life, including traditional life, help you to make your case? In our own case, the people that we are taking out in Biafra land are Boko Haram members, terrorists in uniform, which Nigerian government have recruited and gave them uniform to come in our land, and we have a proof to that. We are not just saying it because we have proof. We are Nigerian government recruit terrorists, gave them uniform to come in Biafra land, and we have proofs. We have the video where they said a member of Boko Haram can still be a president of the zoo. There are videos to that. There is no government in this world where terrorists are being recruited into the military and into the police. The people who are taking innocent life in Biafra land today are these same people. Where was Mazi Simon Ekpa when they conducted the Python dance? Do you know how many people that died in Python dance? Was it Mazi Simon Ekpa that conducted Python dance? Where was Mazi Simon Ekpa when thousands of Biafrans died in Python dance? 28 people were mowed down in the home of Mazen Nandekam, to be precise. His two parents died because of that very incident. Was it Mazi Simon Ekpa? Was it Mazi Simon Ekpa? You're looking at people who are committing atrocities. Was it Mazi Simon Ekpa? Of recent, Okwama was on fire. Innocent life, property destroyed. Was it Mazi Simon Ekpa? The 7 people who were murdered in cold blood in Imo State. People that went for wedding. People that went for wedding. Your group went and took their life. Was that Mazi Simon Ekpa? Was it there? People that they lost their life in Headbridge. Was it Mazi Simon Ekpa? People that Peter Obi threw at the Zoo River. Was it Mazi Simon Ekpa? Of recently, people that were mowed down in Aba when they were protesting. People that your group sent out. The same group you are supporting, people they sent out in Aba recently, and they were gone down. Was it Mazi Simon Ekpa? And yet, with all this numerous evidence on the ground, you come out and speak against somebody who is focusing on stopping the effect of the terrorists in Biafra land. The commander of Mazi Simon Ekpa is against terrorists in uniform and off uniform. Those who are coming under the disguise of the Nigerian military and they are destroying life and property. And we have evidence to show where they're operating. I can't play some of the videos here because of the restriction we have on YouTube. If not, I will play videos where you see the Nigerian military open fire in a civilian place with a chain gun. With a chain gun in a civilian area, they open fire. We have video evidence of that. Video evidence where Nigerian army went to a place where they open a chain gun and they open fire. The last one our parents revealed was where they dumped Biafrans in river and they were shooting them and then they denied it. Which one are you going to mention? Which one are you going to mention? And in case you don't understand, it, you play movies that you don't know what is happening. The atrocity of the Zoological Republic is in, I don't know which one to mention. But look at you. This kind of people will come and claim to be a leader. You smuggle yourself illegally. You put yourself to manipulate Mazen Nandekan as somebody who will sign shorting. And Mazen Nandekan came back and told you, you don't have any right to sign for him for any shorting. The law of the land said that no lawmaker, you don't have that right as a lawmaker. As a public servant, you can't stand shorting for anybody. It is in your law. But look at you coming out to talk trash in the public, accusing an innocent man. But I bet you, the dragon is going to come with fire. And when he comes out,
calling Nigeria animal farm, calling Nigeria zoo.
Now, I want you to listen to this very part. You will now understand how he nailed himself. I would like you to listen carefully to this very part. Listen carefully to this very part where Shegun is going to tell him, now that you are calling Mazi Simon Ekpa different kinds of name, knowing fully well that Mazi Simon Ekpa is standing for Mazi Nandekan. And Shehu will remind him of what Mazi Nandekan have done in the past. And now listen to what he's going to say. Let's listen carefully on this part. In case you don't, you think that maybe we are attacking him unnecessarily, you will now see the evil in this man. Listen.
By killing the same Biafrans you want. How? How does murdering people, how does kidnapping people, how does going around and spreading mayhem, killing policemen, burning police stations down and all that help you? How?
I mean, calling Nigeria animal farm, calling Nigeria zoo, calling Nigeria all sort of, I'm painting a picture that this is a hell on earth, a country that is unlivable, and giving an impression from outside of the country as though anyone who is in government or anyone who represents any other thing other than IPOP is a villain. Now, and there are those who believe that, yes, the agitation and some of the intervention that Nnamdi Kanu represented, as soon as he got off the radar, of the scene, there are those who wanted to feel and lead that voice. But the question is that you have been agitating for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Buhari government has passed. You were arrested as being a surety for Nnamdi Kanu. There are those, in fact, who said some of you were the promoters of the likes of Nnamdi Kanu, and what has led to some of the violence that we have seen in the South. The fundamental question is, how can this end, the agitation, or what can bring to a conclusive peace in the Southeast region?
How it will end is simple. Every one of them claims that it is because Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated. That is why they are doing. They are not. That's not why. It will end when Nnamdi Kanu comes out, and then we now know who is a genuine agitator and who is a criminal.
How do you go about that?
How you go about that is that when Nnamdi Kanu comes out, then he can know his followers.
By extra legal or judicial means.
No. Nobody will now have a reason to say, oh, we are burning down this station, we are killing this policeman, we are killing our own people, nobody's doing, you are going to be doing sit at home because he is incarcerated.
Senator, what I'm asking is that, how would this happen? How will Nnamdi Kanu be released? Because if he's going to, that means the case before the courts are probably going to be jettisoned. Those are extrajudicial, extra legal means, or political means.
Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily rendition to Nigeria. The Supreme Court has even accepted that. And what we have been doing is, rather than continuing through the court process, let us take it outside of that. What has Nnamdi Kanu done that Igboho did not do?
You see this criminal. You see the question that Shehu threw to him, someone who claimed to be smart, but he's not smart. Shehu you are busy attacking Mazi Simon Ekpa, calling him a murderer. Now Shehu reminded you of how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started and the foundation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu led. Shehu reminded you of that and went ahead to tell you, how do you think that releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be possible? What plan are you having? And he began to talk trash. But of course, they claim to have knowledge, but they don't have knowledge. You are there attacking the foundation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you are at the same time fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you not a foolish man? And look at him now, going back to Igboho. You're asking Shehu, what has Igboho done that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done? What has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu done that Igboho did not do? And I'm asking you, what has Mazi Simon Ekpa done that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not do? What has Mazi Simon Ekpa done that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not do? The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is even much more tragic because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was operating under an organization, but in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, he's operating under a government and he has more legal stance than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in case you don't know. In case you do not know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on foundation level, operating under an organization, and that was why he has limits to what he can do. In the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, he operates as a government, and governments have certain things that they are equal to do. I want every one of you to go and check what the government in exile can do. The government in exile can own an army. The government in exile have the right to defend their territory. The government in exile have the right to have their own currency. The government in exile have the right to defend their people at all costs. It is not the same with organization. But they just ask him that question now. He is dancing here. After condemning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you at the same time telling you want to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And look at you now, asking him, what has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu done that Igboho did not do? You know that Igboho has done everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu done. And now, you are calling for the head of Mazi Simon Ekpa, and I ask you, what has Mazi Simon Ekpa done that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not do? You see, these people who call themselves elders, they are a bunch of people with empty brain. People with empty brain. And the most criminal-minded thing they are doing is the way they talk. They feel they know it all. They'll be implicating themselves, exposing us to danger, and they think they are doing something reasonable. Just imagine. Compare every single thing and videos I'm playing here, and you see how stupid this man is.
Think about it. Yet, Igboho is walking free today. Is it shouting or you're screaming? They've said all that. Even Igboho went the other day to London to say, oh, I'm going to submit a letter to the Prime Minister or to the King of England or whatever. Oh, we want to have our own nation. What has happened to him? You never had anything from the Nigerian government.
So Nnamdi Kanu has been treated unfairly. Is that what you mean?
Of course. And this is the issue now. The Southeast, 5 states.
You see, before this idiotic man go to his original plan, their original plan and interest is to be there to cut their own national take, which is a fraud. The only mission of all these politicians is where he's going now. He is going to finally land into their interests. Create more states for them so they can build more empire for themselves. They can have more people to control. They can have their own region to control and steal. That is the interest of every politician in Nigeria. Create more local government, create more states, do this for them to operate and become the king in that area. To become the ruler in that area. That is the only thing they are looking for. And that is where he's going. As a solution. The problem we have is origin. But look at him. He has to first of all condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the show dragged him and reminded him of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing when he was outside. And how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to the legislature. And he himself repeated the system that some people have done this and done that and done this. Some people have done that. And now you are calling for the head of Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is doing exactly the same thing the people you are talking for did. The people you are advocating for to be free. What they did is what even Mazi Simon Ekpa case is much different because he is operating as a legitimate government in exile. They claim to have knowledge, but they are empty. I want to play a video to explain, maybe this man, Abaribe, can learn something from this video I'm about to play. And I want every Biafran to pay attention to the video. You can learn one or two things. There's a man that was speaking somehow responsible. And I want to play the video for you to Listen to what he has to say then before we come back to this man.
Today, can he wrestle his followership from Simon Ekpa?
There's a division because of the arrest and detention. So Simon Ekpa felt that he has to carry on the struggle now that the leader has been taken in. That is it. So if he's released today, it is likely, very likely, that he has to come to terms with Simon Ekpa to back down. Simon Ekpa is only acting because of his absence. He didn't say that he has overthrown him. Even when he wrote a letter from DSS custody directing that there should be no more sit at home and there should be no more arms against the state, Simon Ekpa said until he comes out physically that he will not believe that he wrote that under duress.
Of course.
That he wrote it. You cannot freely write something in this idea. When you are in custody, you now write something. It is not voluntary. So it is on that basis that he continued doing what he's doing. Simon Ekpa is the disciple of Nnamdi Kanu and a very dedicated, loyal disciple. I believe that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out,
This is the truth and the
he will
only
be able
truth.
to tame Simon Ekpa. And many of these criminals that have cashed into the struggle or kind of tried to hide under IPOB to commit atrocities, they will be fished out or they will be controlled. Remember that this man, Nnamdi Kanu, people listen to him. So if he comes now and declares a truce, I believe that it will work. And those who try to violate that truce will easily be fished out. They will be sidelined. They'll be exposed. Now, people are picking up arms out of resistance or protest to his extraordinary rendition. That is it. Before he was extraordinarily renditioned, there was no spate of violence like we see after his arrest. So it is a kind of protest against the way the state has treated him. So I believe that if he should come out now, all that will abate. But let me also say that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not entitled to be listening to one person or the other as to whether or not he will exercise his powers under the Constitution. Section 174 of the Constitution, subsection 3, like my learned friend pointed out earlier, only gave 3 conditions for the exercise of the power of withdrawal of criminal prosecution. It says that the Attorney General should only give vent to 3 factors. One is public interest. The second one is interest of justice. The third one, to ensure that such withdrawal is not against due process of law. And then we are talking about justice here. Interest of justice. It is on that basis the president must act, no matter what any of his commissioners thinks, no matter what any Southeast governors think, in the interest of justice. Because if you can release the chairman or leader of Miat Allah that has been saying all kind of terrible things against Nigerian state, you release him, you withdraw his charge and he goes home, and then you release Showore and he goes home, you release Sunday Igboho, withdraw his charge and he goes home. Then where is justice? Where is equity?
Do you now see the difference between the explanation of this gentleman with this man, this man with empty brain? Can Biafrans now understand what I was saying all this while? This video I just played now explain the true circumstances that you must look into. These are people who are still straightforward. This very video I played, I am going to play it again. I want every Biafran to digest what that man was saying. This is what people who claim to have white hair and be in the Senate, this is what they're supposed to be pursuing. But they are busy. Look at him. His own solution. In our solution, they are saying to bring Mazin and give you political solution. Solution for a man who has not committed a crime. The law says no law court can try him. He has won his case. He has no case. Why are you begging? The only thing the government needs to do is to obey their law. Obey their law. Exercise the law. Force them to obey the law. In any way you can. Force them. You don't have to come and sign shorty. What are you signing shorty for? The only reason you are signing shorty is to manipulate the Biafran people and use that to begin to control. You are only signing shorty for your ambition of a governor. You are only signing because you use Mazen Nankan to make yourself popular. But the truth, and the only truth, is what this man said. Our Prime Minister Mazen Simon Ekpa is a genuine disciple of Mazen Nankan from head to toe. The only single man you can identify today and say this is the person who is following Mazen Nankan genuinely. Every other thing you talking is fake. You have succeeded in taking over the ESN and they handed it over to you governors. And look at one of the members of the actual ESN. He confessed and called the name of the people you are supporting. That you are one of the financiers committing crime. They took the life of a traditional leader. It doesn't bother you, but you are busy calling Mazen Simon Ekpa. Look at a genuine person, a genuine human being, what he said. I want every Biafrans to pay attention to this video. Don't skip any word. Pay attention. I'm going to allow you to play freely. Do not keep listening carefully to every single statement this man will make. I bet you your life will never be there. You will now see how evil this man that is here is.
Today, can he wrestle his followership from Simon Ekpa?
There's a division because of the arrest and detention. So Simon Ekpa felt that he has to carry on the struggle now that the leader has been taken in. That is it. So if he's released today, it is likely, very likely, that he has to come to terms with Simon Ekpa to back down. Simon Ekpa is only acting because of his absence. He didn't say that he has overthrown him. Even when he wrote a letter from DSS custody directing that there should be no more sit at home and there should be no more arms against the state, Simon Ekpa said until he comes out physically that he will not believe that he wrote that under duress.
Of course.
That he wrote it. You cannot freely write something in this idea. When you are in custody, you now write something. It is not voluntary. So it is on that basis that he continued doing what he's doing. Simon Ekpa is the disciple of Nnamdi Kanu and a very dedicated, loyal disciple. I believe that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will be able to tame Simon Ekpa. And many of these criminals that have cashed into the struggle or kind of tried to hide under IPOB to commit atrocities, they will be fished out or they will be controlled. Remember that this man, Nnamdi Kanu, people listen to him. So if he comes now and declares a truce, I believe that it will work. And those who try to violate that truce will easily be fished out. They will be sidelined. They'll be exposed. Now, people are picking up arms out of resistance or protest to his extraordinary rendition. That is it. Before he was extraordinarily renditioned, there was no spate of violence like we see after his arrest. So it is a kind of protest against the way the state has treated him. So I believe that if he should come out now, all that will abate. But let me also say that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not entitled to be listening to one person or the other as to whether or not he will exercise his powers under the Constitution. Section 174 of the Constitution, subsection 3, like my learned friend pointed out earlier, only gave 3 conditions for the exercise of the power of withdrawal of criminal prosecution. It says that the Attorney General should only give vent to 3 factors. One is public interest. The second one is interest of justice. The third one, to ensure that such withdrawal is not against due process of law. And then we are talking about justice here. Interest of justice. It is on that basis the president must act, no matter what any of his commissioners thinks, no matter what any Southeast governors think, in the interest of justice. Because if you can release the chairman or leader of Miat Allah that has been saying all kind of terrible things against Nigerian state, you release him, you withdraw his charge and he goes home, and then you release Showore and he goes home, you release Sunday Igboho, withdraw his charge and he goes home. Then where is justice? Where is equity?
You can see, obviously, that this man here, called Abaribe, is not there for anybody. He's there for his own personal and selfish interest. The same thing his brother was doing. His brother that is now in jail in England. That one was in the Senate for thousands of years and he never achieved anything. Finally, Nigeria happened to him. Today, he's serving his jail term in Britain. The same thing Egberemadu was doing. That is what he's doing. And he will still end up like Egberemadu. Very soon, they will open his own page and he will end up like Egberemadu. He will end up because he's going to go back. For us, we are going into Biafra already. And while he continues with his one Nigeria, he will end up like every other one that ended up. And I think you now understand him. And for you to know how wicked this will are, now I'm going to show you how the North treat their own people. You are going to see how the northern part of Nigeria, the Fulani, treat their criminals. I'm not now talking about genuine people. Because we know that the Fulanis are not agitating for anything. The Fulanis are not even indigenous to Nigeria. The Fulanis are not even asking for anything. The Boko Haram telling you that the Western education is not allowed. What they are asking for is totally out of this world. And they can only achieve that on that their section by disintegration. Be on your own and do your thing. We be on our own and do our thing. And that is what we are asking for. Now I want to show you how they treat their own people. Why this man is here calling for the head of our Prime Minister, Mazi Samadeba? Why this man is here calling Mazi Samadeba name? I want to show you how the Fulani treat their own. Listen to one of the terrorists, how he's defending his own.
They are physique and everything. They are Fulanis.
Of Nigerian extraction.
Oh, you know, they're Nigerians, no doubt about that.
They are Nigerians.
Yes, in fact, some of them have parents in the town.
So why, for those who say some of these criminal elements are non-Nigerians who move through the ECOWAS territory region,
yes,
into Nigeria, is that true?
What happened is, you see, as I've said now, we are having an ethnic war. The Fulani nomadic feels his existence is threatened.
I want you to pay close attention. This man is telling you that there is an ethnic war ongoing, and that is why they have invited Fulani for all areas. And he is telling you that, you know, when they come online, they will tell you, oh, these people who are these bandits, they are not Nigerians. They are bandits from Mali. They are bandits from here. This man is saying that the people he met, the bandits he met, his group, they are Nigerians, bona fide Nigerians, and that their life is threatened. Because their life is threatened, they are inviting other people across the globe to come and fight for them. And listen to what, pay attention to how the Fulanis are defending their own. They are terrorists. I'm not talking about innocent people. Terrorists, how the terrorists defend their fellow terrorists. I want you to listen.
They are physique and everything. They are Fulanis.
Of Nigerian extraction.
Oh, you know, they're Nigerians, no doubt about that.
They are Nigerians.
Yes, in fact, some of them have parents in the town.
So why, for those who say some of these criminal elements are non-Nigerians who move through the ECOWAS territory region,
yes,
into Nigeria, is that true?
What happened is, you see, as I've said now, we are having an ethnic war. The Fulani nomadic feels his existence is threatened. So what they do is, when they have a war, they call other Fulanis from other countries, irrespective of where they are. Fulani is Fulani man. They go to defend their kinsmen. Then disperse, each one goes back to his roga. So that's why they transit the borders just for an operation and go back. But if there is calm and there's peace, you will not see this kind of incursion of foreign elements into the nation. And that's why it's very important. The government is very proactive in this issue. Let's go in, let's educate them, let's register them, let us do what we do to others.
Did you hear that man? That man is telling you that these people you are saying they come from here, they go, number one is that they are Nigerians. And he went ahead to say that those ones who are not Nigerians, that they once here went and invited them because they feel that they are threatened. And he said, whenever the Fulani feel their threats, they invite Fulanis across the world, because wherever they are first of all Fulanis before they can be identified with anything. They identify themselves, these terrorists identify themselves as Fulanis first. And wherever they feel threatened, they will come from anywhere they are, and they will gather and defend themselves and defend their people. You see how a terrorist is defending their fellow terrorists, making a case for them. Number one, that the people you are calling that they are Nigerians. And he went ahead to tell you that these people that they want to bring are their brothers. And he told you that Fulani is Fulani anywhere they are in the world. He's not the only one to say it. A governor in Bauchi State said it also. That they are first of all Fulanis before you can talk about your Nigeria. They don't care about you being in Nigeria. They don't care. And they will boldly go and invite others to fight to take over your land. And this man is confessing that. And when he was asked about the solution, do you see the solution he was given? The solution was to engage them. Terrorists, well-known terrorists. They changed their name from terrorists, they call them bandits. From bandits, they renamed them and call them different kinds of names. These are well-known terrorists. Very dangerous ones in the zoo. New ones are even coming up. But this man is advocating for what? Discussion. This man is on national TV. On national TV, making a case for the terrorists. He never say go and catch them. He never say go and arrest them. He never say go and buy them. He never said go and do this to them. What he's advocating is to go and dialogue with them and give them, listen to them and give them what they want. But look at what your own lawmaker is saying. Look at what your own lawmaker is saying against his own innocent brother who has not committed any crime whatsoever. Those of us who are living abroad, with the information we have and the videos that is in the public, we see how the government of Nigeria cause insecurity, not only in Biafra, in every part of that country. Whenever people rise up to make a point, they will create insecurity. They did it in NSAS. They did it against the Shia people. They did it in Okwama. Just the recent one that ended this year, end bad governance. They did the same thing. At every given opportunity, they create insecurity. But yet, look at somebody who claimed to be sensible, carrying all this nyama and putting on the head of his own brother. God will not forgive him. That same cup you used to measure for our Prime Minister, we used to measure to you. That same thing you are wishing our Prime Minister, that is what we wish you. You came to make mockery of him. You even went ahead to join people who say he denied being a Prime Minister of Biafra. And these are people who claim to be intelligent. Our Prime Minister have numerous documents signed by him with the letterheading of Biafran government. They are still in his platform. The whole world can see it. And you say he denied. A man that has a legal firm. He has a legal firm. A practicing lawyer in Finland. A politician. A trained military man. A man who is a sensible and a politician that is in a ruling party in Finland. Not like you that is in a failed party. A ruling party. In a country that is well organized. And you think he will just come and do things and later he will deny. And you come to national television, you open your teeth and you laugh about it. You disgrace yourself. It is sad, but I believe that Biafrans have known your color now. They have known you. Biafrans have known you better than they do before. Now I want you to listen to what he's going to say as a solution, as his own personal problem. He is now going to his own personal problem because what they care about is create more states, create more local government, create this, create this. The ones that they were created, what are you doing with it? Every development you saw today is the development we had when we had only Imo State and Enugu State. Even when you have only Enugu and Imo State, the development you see today is what you saw then. The major development you have is what you have there. Since after they split it into Abia, Enugu, all this nonsense they created anyway, what has it been different? The only thing they do is to create monsters here and there who will come and give command and order. And that is where their focus is. I want you to hear his solution. That is where he's going. Look at
50 ministers. A state like Ogun State has 4 ministers. The whole Southeast, just that 5.
This is the
And so when
area they
people
want.
continue to
Great
look at
minister, great
this
state for them.
unequal treatment, you just give fuel to these people who continue to say they don't like us, they don't treat us well, they don't do all that. So, and I went and I've been talking to the powers that be. And I can also use this opportunity to talk to the powers that be. When President Tinubu became president, one of his first acts was to change the national anthem. In the national anthem, there is a line that says that we want to build a nation where no man is oppressed. So if you're from the Southeast and you see that you're just being given, okay, the Constitution says you must get one, and then you ask yourself, am I being oppressed or not? So I think that fairness, equity is the fundamental thing. And for every Igbo, note it, for every Igbo, a true born Igbo, there is something that is innate in us. In Igbo, it is said, Ebwebere, Ugobere, let the kite perch and let the eagle perch. Let no one disturb God. So we are known for fairness. So
this is how they do all these wicked elders. When after talking all the trash and planning all their evil, they will come and tell you Ebwebere Gobere. They will come and tell you Ebwebere Gobere. Ebwebere Gobere. Which Ebwebere Gobere? You and who is doing that Ebwebere Gobere? You and who? Every evil, there is something in them. Where did you see that? Where those useless adage that you people push up and down? Those useless adage you people push up and down. Ebwebere Gobere. In case he be ever in Kupaya. In case he be ever in which one are we going to take? Which one we will take? Ebwebere Gobere. In case he be ever in Kupaya. Which one are you going to take? Useless adage they push up and down that doesn't have meaning. When they want to push their evil agenda, they begin to tell you, oh, there is one particular adage. That is which useless adage. This generation, we don't care about your stupid adage. We are living in reality. What you see is what you get. And what you sow is what you reap. You cannot sow yam and reap cocoyam. You cannot sow yam and reap cassava. Whatever you sow is what you reap. Don't come and give us all those nonsense. We are not part of it.
So that's just the point.
You're talking as though the Southeast has been subdued.
No, there is a deliberate policy, whether it is advertent or inadvertent. What people do when you come out of a war, when you have all this type of thing, when you want to have inclusiveness, you bend over backwards to make people feel that they are also part of this polity. And I say, and I repeat, you cannot have in your national anthem where you say, where no man is oppressed, and you continue to oppress a group of people. All you do
so the South is an oppressed people.
I'll tell you one thing, Sean. From Lagos to Ibadan, from Abuja to Kaduna is about 100 and something kilometers. Is that not so? Mm. From Onitsha to Enugu is 120 kilometers. 60 checkpoints. How can you have that? The whole of the Southeast is the most policed area in the world. From Owerri to Aba, which is just barely 36 or 37 kilometers, you will find 30 checkpoints. Every 1 kilometer you have a checkpoint.
Isn't it because of the unrest? And
ask this idiot that is talking. Did he start today? The checkpoint that you're talking about, did it start today? And what have you done to stop the checkpoint? What have you done to see that they remove those checkpoints? I, my own very self, I have celebrated my golden jubilee. I am not a child. As I'm speaking here, I have celebrated my golden jubilee. I'm above 50. Since I was born, there has been checkpoints in every part of Biafra land. It has never been different. Since I was born, there has been extraordinary level of checkpoints. Biafra land has been militarized since I was born until I grew to this time. There has never been a change. What has this clown done? He has been in the Senate for almost 20 years or more than. With his friends, what have they done? You are now coming to talk and complain. And now you see somebody who is coming out to say, enough is enough. We cannot continue to have this nonsense. You think that by coming on national TV to talk, you remove the checkpoint, right? Today in Biafra land, the checkpoints have reduced drastically. Many of the checkpoints today are no longer there. The zoo run by terrorists, you answer them with force. The only language they understand is language of force. Today, this same man you are talking against, someone ever, the prime minister, have removed many of those checkpoints. We have reduced them. And by the special grace of the government, after the declaration of Biafra on the 2nd, those checkpoints will be reduced to 0. They will be reduced. You think it is by coming here to talk. After talking, you go to your house and sleep. This checkpoint has been there. It didn't start yesterday. I am telling you that since I was born and I became mature, this checkpoint has been there up till this minute. It didn't start today. It is not even the agitation that brought it. It has been for too long. That is why we say enough is enough. And in the issue of checkpoint, it is not even Mazi Simon that announced it. Mazi Simon announced the end of the checkpoint. He announced it and gave the order. The order, first of all, came from Mazi Nandekano to stop those checkpoints. And Mazi Simon, in his era, carried out that mission to make sure checkpoints doesn't exist anymore. And it has been reduced to almost to a minimum level. And we are going to make sure we will continue until they remove them. Until they remove them. What are they doing in the checkpoints? Intimidating Biafran, extorting money, nothing else. And the most painful one is that every kidnap that happens in Biafra happens near the checkpoints. Every kidnap. Every one of you remember when they kidnapped the prelate. The prelate they kidnapped. When they kidnapped that prelate, who kidnapped him? Was he not at the checkpoint? The man came out and said it, that he was kidnapped near the checkpoint. He didn't hide it. The man came out and said he was kidnapped near the checkpoint. But you will not see that. No, you will not see that. The only thing you will see is Mazi Simon Ekpa. Because that is the easy way for you to feel relevant. You didn't see that one. It's only Mazi Simon Ekpa you see. That is the only place you can see relevant. You see strength and muscle to speak. Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. Let's hear him.
How can it be because of the unrest? Are there not unrest everywhere? You have unrest from here. So to Kaduna.
Are you saying there is a deliberate
I say it's
militarization
a
of the
very
region?
deliberate, and we have shouted, we have screamed, we have told the military. Look, look, there's something that is going on in the southeast.
Your shouting and screaming, did he remove any checkpoint? Your shouting and screaming, did it remove one checkpoint? Some of you went and betted. Even the one in prison in UK now was among the ones who challenged and said they will remove checkpoint. Until today, the checkpoint increased. Until Mazi Simon Ekpa, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Biafra, gave the order. And today, it has been reduced. And after the declaration, every one of them will walk away from there. The most important thing that these idiots, they are all members of Boko Haram. Recruited terrorists. You know, when we talk about it, people will think we are not talking about military. There is no military in Nigeria. There are video evidence when they recruit them. The video is everywhere where they recruit them. And they push them to Biafra land. Put them in checkpoints. That is why when you open your mouth and talk, they open fire and shoot you. They don't allow you to speak. The only thing they need to take your life is just to put a Biafran flag on you and you are gone. Burning houses of Biafrans. It is happening every day. And this clown will come here. He will not talk about it. He's talking about Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is stopping the evil. The Biafran, we have known you. We have known the kind of idiot you are. Oh, you shout. You know, after shouting and talking, when did the checkpoint reduce?
Today, that is the worst that you can ever see. You're coming out in a transport vehicle. Nobody will check the transport vehicle. You come to an army checkpoint, they will just say, everybody come out and walk. Whether it's raining, whether the people are sick, whether it is, why do you have to do that?
Why won't they do that? Why won't they do that when you are supporting them? They stop people at checkpoint, people that committed no crime. They just say walk and pass. Sometimes they tell you raise your hand.
Simon Ekpa. Is Simon Ekpa, sorry because I can't wait. Is Simon Ekpa is the people keeping that block, those evil people along the road? Is Simon Ekpa? Is the Simon Ekpa keeping those army people, all the road block from the Fulani? Is Simon Ekpa keep those people? So this man supposed to open his mouth say, why Simon Ekpa keeping army in the road from Sahel, people from Sahel coming to Biafra land, not only extort money from their hand by kidnapping them, by kidnapping the children. The Simon Ekpa, that is the people who keep Nigerian Sioux government name army in the street, in our road. That is Simon Ekpa. The same Simon Ekpa too is telling them, say, oh, I don't want this thing in that road again. Make this man open him mouth, talk the truth. Before thunder of heaven go strike him mouth down. Sorry, I beg. Continue. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my sister. Go on.
So, sorry that I cut your word, your mouth, please.
It's okay.
Because
go on, my sister. Go on. No worries.
He's so annoyed. I've been listening for long, I just wait. I know I come back around 10 o'clock, but I just want to, set my. I'm so happy to meet you. So, my people, good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, our leader. Good morning, Ichare Kondo. We love you. Abemise Kong. Good morning. You know what to do. You know that is why you are there. You are doing what you know how to do. That is why this monkey, like these people, this Iberibe, this Onyoshi Beribe, monkey goats, Fulani goats. This man sell Biafra supposed to declare sin for a long time. This man, an Obi idiot. This man is the worst thing you people can ever find in Biafra land.
The worst, the very worst.
The worst thing you can ever find in Biafra land is this Iberibe, this Onyoshi Beribe. And when your own will worse past the rest. Because you are the only person who confuse, who made sure, say, when our leader in that empire of demonic called Britain. Remember what you were saying that time. You enter underground, you pretend, feel like by the young soul, even IPOP, Fulani agent of Britain, called Biafran people. This man is among them with eye of Uyofo. Eye of Sioux government, where in there now. And if I Yoruba, where you find Yoruba there now. These people include, especially this man, because he is selling soul and he make people buy trust from him. Pretend for the Sioux government, like, go find our leader, he do this, do that. Don't you know that this man was the worst thing, even because they sell, they buy trust, they think this man a woman being. Him with Obi. They go sell by now. By now, Biafra for don't declare because of these people. These people where you see so, they are not a woman being. These people not be woman being. Outside people can see how we cry, how Biafra cry. You are asking for Simon Ekpa. The person where you say you stand with him, what Simon Ekpa is doing with what our leader is doing, what is different? The Simon Ekpa keep all the roadblock in Biafra land. The Simon Ekpa is Kumi. Where start in the public there, they even governor, president, you follow contribute money to pay terrorists in Sahel to kill your own people, to buy your mother and your father and children. God will not punish you people because God knows they punish human being. But God Almighty, the nature is already reject you people. You people will be so miserable in life.
You said,
because not only we swear for you, not only we pray for people like you, even the dead is praying for you. Because you will be so miserable, all of you people. Because as long you don't want a humanity to exist because of your self-interest, because of your desperate soul, you will pay for it. And no man can stop it. And so shall he be. He said, because you people are causing so pain where no humanity can stand with it. You people pretend this stupid Iberibe, stupid man, all the whole Southeast governors, all of them, they are all one. I don't remove any of them. And that is the truth. If what you people did is good, believe me, Almighty God, the God who created heaven and earth and the nature, this is nature we are talking about. You can't pick breeze. You can't stop breeze. You can't even not see it because you are blind. You, all of you people are blind. And you will pay for it. All the Southeast. You call yourself 5 states. We are 40 states of United States of Biafra.
absolutely.
How 5 states governor can cover a more than 40 something, even we are not even yet. When we declare, you will see it because we are so many. You think Biafra this time around is Biafra of 1967 or 1914 or whatever time it comes when our forefathers was coming up. And you people, demonic, desperate soul, you think you can continue to impress our life? Impress us, make us confused. Even the children, even the one when we even come life again. You destroy mother, you destroy the land, you destroy what God Almighty give it to us, and yours only yourself. How can you be? You kidnap our leader. Steal your brother. Not any of you people. If you, God forbid, our leader can never be a son. I'm just making an example because you have a son. You people have a son, even older than our leader. The same man, the same woman born them. Blood red. But you people decide. Because he tell us, they know what is coming to us. They want to forfeit all our soul. They want us not to exist in this world. What we are, they want to destroy it. Just that. Just that. And we see it with the true and honest. And even when we did not listen, he used his own life to give, to see, his own flesh to see, and his soul to see, say, yes, what I'm saying is true. Until then we say, yes, it's real. The one you kidnap, you cannot even hold it. You are confusing more than hell. You are confusing. You are not a human being. You are not even facing what is facing you. And you want to come and fight the work of spirit? Who born you? Who born you people? Who born you? You never see confusion yet. Look for what is facing you. Look what is fighting you guys. Not Simon Ekpa. Pursue Sue government. Because Sue government is pursuing you. God of the land is pursuing you. The swear of innocent is pursuing you guys. God of the land is pursuing you guys. So you have no brain. You can't confuse because you are not confusing us. You're confusing the Debunking. Debunking know what you're saying because they give you that script to read. And Biafra want to tell you, you have nowhere to run and you have nowhere to hide because we are not buying it anymore. When you come, we will be busting you people like hell. Yes, because that is our job. Hear me? Nigerian sue government Iberibe. Peter Obi. Remember the one where go me 77 virgin. For Obawen don't fly, go nowhere. You know, go even nobody. Only you people know where he is. Because he will never exist. He's waiting in family too, will pay for it. Yes. Yes. When you continue, this is our own. When you continue, you cannot, because if we cook for you, you can't finish it. And you don't panic. You don't go. So go and take this message and give all your group. Go back and tell them. Because Simon Ekpa, when you explain why, what is the difference when Master Simon Ekpa is doing, and what is the difference when our leader, what our leader is doing. And what man dear means of you, tell you, he is a disciple of Mercy Nnamdi Kanu with truth, with direction. So, who is he going to listen with? Now, the only person will give his word, said, I will be there. I will be more than 1,000 men, and I will fight them, and I will finish them, and I will end the Usman Danfodio, and we will hand over our freedom to our grandchildren and our children coming up. When you understand that, not your children, not your family. Now where we know, yes, life is so important for nature. Then those people will be peace. But people like you, no way. If so, Badibe, you can dance, you can, parobate everywhere because you are a killer. Britain lost. Sue government lost. You yourself, you are floating like oil on top of the water. You hear me? All of you people, they float on top of the water. You cannot sink. So if you understand what I mean, you can float to anywhere. Nobody, you are nothing anymore. You people are nothing because we reject you people. We are telling you guys, few days remain. Just few days. It's not even up to 5 days. It's not even up to 4 days. And when that magnet just declare and they cut the ribbon, come and try it. Now, dear, we'll go start on our pains. Now, dear, you will know what is called Biafra because we are ready. We are ready. Go and look, go and pay Sue government what you collect because Biafra is not buying it anymore. It's not working because our leader, Itare Kondo, is doing the bidding of. He want to take 2 people, go and lock. Look at how desperate you are. Look at how Nigerian Sue government, they love you people, turn you people to sleepers. Of not even better sleepers, safe. Very useless. Anywhere they can mash it. The Tio, those Bino, everywhere. That is what you are in the eye of Empire of Arab. And you think you want to use Biafra into it? Back to sender. Because you are into demon. God don't back you guys. God know they punish human being. This time around, what you're doing, it will haunt you people. Because we are here to make sure you people will be so miserable. That demonic, that evil power you're playing, the same that evil power, the same that satanic, the same that demonic will find you people. See, he will make sure you people into that rubbish you are fighting for, you will pay for it. Your generation, if any of them know backward for what you people are doing, you people will continue to pay and pay. Biafra will continue to move and move because we are here to move it. The light of the nation, we are here to move it. No be people like you. So stop confusing those young ones. Stop confusing killing by them. Stop confusing by young soul. Where your children in Obodo Yibo enjoying. Can't you proud of? Can't you say, okay, let me ask you people one question. When you call this Nigeria, you talk about Biafra, where you people they buy their house, you don't. They said enough is enough. Did not Nigeria name? I mean, I want to ask not. Are you so stupid that you can see your life is meaningful? You don't have say you are not belong to Nigeria because all your debt, they send you to your own home to the forest. No any politician talking about. No any of them means that your life is nothing, and you people accept it. Very open hand. Yoruba. They kill, they buy you people, your mama, your papa, everybody is dying like tomorrow, no day. Television, no they talk. You are nothing now. You don't mean anything. You are even worse than Biafra, where they say, Biafra, go. Because if your life is meaningful, your channel television, your governors, would I say to the whole world that North is dying. They're sending them to, IPP camp. Boko Haram is killing them, is buying them like tomorrow, no day. Kumi is here to sell your private parts, is there to sell your kidney. Boko Haram, ISIS is there to clear the whole North. Your life is meaningful. Not, hear me? It doesn't matter who you are. You are just like animals. Because if they can focus for Biafra, where they said Biafra is dominate people, and they're coming to kill us, and they focus say, insecurity. How can Biafra to be peace? Hell, not. Your life is worse. In short, cow. You be animals. All your president in the North, they don't count you as human being. Because they don't tell the news, they don't tell the foreign country that you are dying, that Kumi is the leader of the whole terrorist land, is Nigerian name. And Britain is giving them the head to buy you people, to kill you people every day by day. And China television hide it. You see this Iberibe we stand here. He said, man, they should go and, pick Simon Ekpa. We said, no, he don't want what happened in the North to happen in our land, Biafra land. And Iberibe, this, how they call themselves, Iberibe, or, because he's very stupid man. This man here with the red cap, he said they should go and arrest his brother and leave Kumi, where his terrorist is killing the North. And they said, no, because of Simon Ekpa said, God forbid, he can never share blood with anyone. And they kidnap our leader called Mrs. Nnamdi Kanu. This man here said is accept that not to continue to be dying. That they should send you people every day to the IPP camp. Nobody is asking why. You see that the cow is more better than a Fulani and Hausa people life. You see, by if Sahel criminal terrorists coming to anywhere part of the North Abuja, they are even free to kill all of you people. Yeah, that is very better for them because they are not saying it, they are not announcing it, they are not making it as news. Means that you are meaningful, you are nothing. They can destroy all of you people. It's only the people they want to live alive is Biafra, But Biafra said, we don't need their life.
Just round up. Let's invite.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my people. Understand that, Oberibe. Let me go back to the background because we are not, we. No way, especially like Mary. Oberibe, you make mistake of your life. Sorry.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution.
Thank you.
My brother Max, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Go ahead, my brother Max. Go ahead, take the mic and speak to us. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My Namoche, Maazechux, as usual, good morning to you. And may the blessing of today be upon you and your family. Sister Mary, Messi,
Meserende o. Ekamete.
Abadie.
Idioko nyeka.
Thank you so much. God bless you. May God bless every Biafran that is listening to us today, this morning, whether you are in the homeland or in the diaspora. Mazichix, I see, I just joined you. I saw the picture of my elder Namoche here. He is from I can call him, he is a younger brother to my mother. This man that is sitting down here. And he is also a Seventh-day Adventist man. This man, the wife and my mom used to go for this HDA convention and meetings, camp meetings, and so on and so forth, even down to Ibadan General Convention from East Nigerian Conference, HDA. You see? So I am having a call in here. You let me call you back. Let me come back, please.
Okay.
Mazuchus, can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you
my
hear me?
beloved sister Chichi, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead, unmute yourself and speak, my beloved sister Chichi. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, my sister. You're welcome.
Am I coming out?
Yeah, increase your volume if you can.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, my sister. You're welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. We thank God for another day. Yes. We continue the battle. We are in battlefront. We will continue, no matter what. The enemies are gathering, but we must decimate them. We must bring them down.
Yes, sir.
I want to use this time to pray for my leader, Mazinam Bekalu, that God will continue to protect him.
You see?
I pray for my Prime Minister, Odogu. We are with you. I pray for the men on ground, that the great God and our ancestors will continue to be with them as they go out to confront the enemy. The enemy will never see them, but they will see the enemy. Every enemy in our land on uniform, every terrorist in our land on uniform, they will continue to go down.
You see?
Brother, whosoever you are, uniform of the terror will go down in their father because we don't need you. You have terrorized us enough. Thank you, everyone. He say. When I begin to, if I begin to look these people that call themselves representatives in Biafra territory, I begin to ask, are these people human beings or animals? I think to understand that these people are new colonial masters puppets or the pigs they keep in our land to continue to subject us slavery. I want to ask this every man. Before our leader Mazinam Bekalu from ESN, he wrote letters to all the so-called governors.
Absolutely. You are very correct. Yes.
They did nothing.
Nothing.
They threw away the letter. Our leader kept quiet. Seeing how terrorist Fulanis are slaughtering our people, our leader from ESN. I don't know if anyone can remember our sister that was slaughtered in Anambra in her farm.
Yes.
She was slaughtered like cow.
Yes.
Fulani slaughtered one of our sister in Anambra, slaughtered her like cow. Human being was slaughtered like cow. None of these criminals that call themselves representatives, that call themselves politicians, talk about it.
They didn't see it.
They pretend as if they don't see it before our leader formed ESM. Our leader formed ESM to protect our people. Then these wicked and demonic men went and formed a Bubago. And those Ebubago are, most of them are foreigners, most of them are the Fulanis that were chased out of our land.
Mm-hmm.
They formed a Bubago to counter ESL. Tell me a place where Bubago have killed any Fulani man. No way. But they use them to counter ESL, to kill our people, to tarnish the image of our liberation. They kidnap Martin Dambekano. These criminals got over and they know what happened. They know what happened to Martin Dambekano. They did this to kidnap our leader, not to buy over. They kidnap our leader. They have bought them over and buy all of them and kidnap our leader. I have a video where Soludo was saying that they are now working with them. That he called them for inauguration and they answered. Soludo called the new agitators criminal, but all these ones he brought over, they are now with them.
Mm.
And you see what people that still have brain and still throwing this DOS. These so-called DOS are now with our oppressors. They have been bought over. I have a screenshot where DOS is working with the former ambassador to Britain. I have a screenshot of it in my phone. They were all bought over in order to collapse this movement so that we'll continue in slavery, so that they will see that we will be in their minds. But we say no to that. Pity our people, some people that are still listening to these DOS, that don't know that have been compromised. Even there's a little clip where you say that since they have bought over the ESM, they feel they are now okay. They can go and destroy their camp. He said, not the army. That means there was a time that the armies bought some people over before the governors came.
Mm.
They are using our freedom to do trade and barter. This Iberibe is against Mansamanema because he stood against their plan. That's why they are against Mansamanema. Because he stood against their plan. The contracts they signed with the US did not work. That's why they are angry with him. That's why they are against him. Imagine you let them back, rejoice that he will go to Finland. So, to bring them to go and defend Nigeria. You push Finland and defend that.
What is he waiting? Let him fly to Finland. That is what we want. If he has the liver, let him go to Finland and defend. Any one of them. I think we have invitation for them already. They should come.
We have every evidence against our terrorist against our people. How they are going our property. They killed more than 28 men in the Kano house. These criminals that have been eating in the blood of our people, they want to remain relevant. They want to continue eating billions in that their useless chamber they are. Our people are suffering, no good road, no light, no water, nothing. They want to continue, but we say no, we must stop it. It does not matter your propaganda. We are here to counter it. We own media now. This is not 1967 that you people use media to bring our leader down. We own media. If you bring your lies, we'll bring it down.
Absolutely. That's why we are here.
You have killed young men. Our future. You have killed our youth enough. Enough of all of you. Your times are up. Your times are up. We are here for our freedom, nothing else. Nobody can stop us. Because you people don't like our people. You people are there for your stomach and your selfish interest. Where is he find your battle? He's in the grave. After fighting Manchester to become tribe, you become governor. You sell your own brother for your enemy, which you know their motive against you. You sell your brother to an enemy, an infidel. You sell your brother to to do that, invade your land because you want to be governor. A foreigner will make you a governor of your own land. It's an abomination that a foreigner will make you a governor in your own father's land. That is how we can kill 3,800 Igbo youth in Obibo just because invaders promised to be a president. We can kill 3,800 Igbo youth in Obibo.
The record is there. They're not talking about it, though. Abaribe didn't see that one. He's looking for people who are buying people. He didn't see the Obibo case.
Look at his life. Look at Wicked life. Look up on the money he's look, he's the dead man walking. We can kill 3,800 Igbo youth in Obibo 2020. They did not say that we keep records. We are waiting. All will take us to ICC. That is where we want to go. We bring all the atrocities you useless criminal politicians have committed in our land. You want us to keep silent so I will continue to eat. If you die, your children will come and take over. It will never work. We will stop you. Stop your children. Stop every one of you. We are here to uphold them. Our blood has been shed enough because of these useless British contractors called Nigeria. We say no to that. Our blood can never be shed anymore. Wicked men with red cap. Criminals with red cap. It is good. Let's not happen so that you will see the Fagonyash.
Yes,
I like what is happening. So that we will know the enemies that hide, that pretend to love you, but they hide somewhere. When things happen, begin to see them to manifest. Wicked men that see there are people. You know you are representing somebody. This is say what I want. You say no. I want you to remain here. Who are you to remain in Nigeria? Who are you? Apparently, who are you? Who are you? These criminals. We are fighting for our future and the future of our children. Our children will never suffer what to have suffered in Nigeria. We say no to that. We say no to that. We must fight. Your propaganda can never sell. Your lies can never sell. We are here to debunk your evil work against our Prime Minister. We are here to debunk your lies against Maji. We are here to debunk your lies against this freedom movement. We are defending our land. It is our right to defend our land. It is our right to fund our liberation. I will continue to fund it. Go and die. Go and tell Sokoto Caliphate that we are here to end their Islamization, that they can never think their Quran in the sea.
Never.
Go and tell them. Go and tell Britain that we are going to fight them. They can never rule over us again. We have our free nation where they can never rule us. We are here to end them. Enough of their rubbish. We are not their slaves. They are not our God. God created us as free people. They don't have right to put chains on our neck. You criminals. Our people was killing in Lagos during their selection. None of them talk about it. Ezende was in the prison because he speaks. None of them has talked about it. Only to wear red cap and display that stupidity online. We are here for all of you. We are going to fund our liberation. None of you will do anything. You will run away from our land. Your people will die in exile. That is the promise. Thank you, everyone. I want Biafrans and your homeland to stand strong. Don't like the propaganda to push you down. Stand strong. This is our time to be free. Good things don't come easily. We are fighting for a nation, not a company. We are fighting for a great nation. Everything is there. That is what the enemies are putting. Stand strong. We must fund our liberation army because that is the only place. Our liberation, and we must fund them now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. I appreciate you for that amazing submission. And I know that Biafrans are following and listening to every single point we are making here. It is to tell the world and the Biafrans what is happening. The genocide in Biafra land, the reasons why we are getting out of the zoo is because the zoo is lawless. Since nobody wants to do anything, they have the evidence. Evidence is overwhelming and everywhere. Look at the report of the Amnesty International. Let me play the report of Amnesty International, and you will see the name mentioned. They are all Biafrans. Listen to
Human rights group Amnesty International has alleged that the Nigerian police and military routinely torture women, men, and children, some as young as 12 years old, using a wide range of methods, including beating, shooting, and rape. At the launch of a 10-year report of torture in Nigeria, the Director for Research and Advocacy of the Rights Group says although Nigeria prohibits torture and other ill treatments in its constitution, the act is perpetrated illegally.
I was hung for about 1 hour. It got to a point when I felt life was going out of me, and I had to accept to be alive. So I accepted what they asked me to accept, and I wrote it down, and presently is in court.
Mbazigwe Onyekachi's story is one of 500 allegations of torture against security operatives in Nigeria, documented by the Amnesty International in the report titled Welcome to Hellfire, Torture and Other Ill Treatment in Nigeria. Another victim, Mr. Justin Wanko, narrated how he was beaten, suspended in mid-air and stripped naked into signing a confessional statement bordering on a murder case. It is stories like this and many others that has made Amnesty International conclude that not only is torture an integral part of the Nigerian justice system, but also there is a systemic failure to ban and criminalize torture in the country.
There is an inherent systemic failure to stamp out torture in Nigeria, which has become a routine practice by police in their investigation of criminal activities and by the military and security services. We've documented over 12 types of commonplace torture methods in this report, including beatings with whips, gun butts, machetes, batons, and sticks.
The government, however, says its system does not allow for torture.
The government of Nigeria has zero tolerance for misbehavior in its systems. National Human Rights Commission has promised to use the reports from Amnesty International to investigate these cases, thereafter advise government appropriately.
The reports.
This is how idiotic they are. They will never accept their responsibility. And that is why we cannot keep silent, because even the international organizations are not doing anything. The highest thing you will hear Amnesty International is this report. The report, after the report, they go back to sleep and they pretend nothing is happening. And they want us to go back to sleep too and pretend nothing happened. We cannot pretend. Never. We will never pretend about it. We are going to speak. And we are not only going to speak, we will defend ourselves. It is our right. Thank God that we have our Prime Minister, who has come to interpret that right in the language that we understand. This is not the time for us to begin to give excuses. You're welcome, Akonye. Thank you so much. Akonye Wetere. Go ahead and speak to us. Let's hear you. Are you there, Akonye Wetere? Let's hear from you. I guess Akonye Wetere is not there. You're busy. You are muted. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Akonye Wetere. You are muted. Okay, I'm not sure that he's there. So, my fellow Biafrans, there is one other propaganda they are pushing that I want us to clear when they try to mingle or put us back to this their, compare us to this their IPOB Nigeria. Like the propaganda they're pushing, they want to reduce statement, they say IPOB and the Biafra. We are not IPOB. We are not IPOB as an organization. We are Biafra Republic Government in Exile. We are a government. And today we are standing on a stronger level more than ever. And I want us to hear this message from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, to remind us, some of us have forgotten. So when you see them pushing those blackmail, ignore them and walk away. Listen to this message from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon.
Mentioning Biafra government, they continue to write IPOB. We have made it very clear, and let me also use this opportunity to say it as it is for people, for them, because they continue to use IPOB. We are not IPOB as an organization. We are government of Biafra in exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. We are not IPOB as an organization. IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra, and this government represents indigenous people of Biafra as a nation and as a people, not as organization. And that should be made very, very clear. in case they are not understanding. So when we do something under this government, do not attach IPOB as an organization to it. I want to send this particular message to be very, very clear to the Nigeria state today, so that they should be addressing whatever we are doing properly to the Biafra government, not attaching IPOB to it. IPOB is a registered organization, and we have moved from there to a government, and that's where we are today. So stop linking us to an organization called IPOB, which is a Nigeria political pressure group. And today, they are no longer relevant in Biafra struggle, because you have used them for many years to kill our people, use them as sacrifice, only to put for a particular political interest. That particular time has ended. And if the Biafra agitation was a joke, we have made it a reality. It is no longer a joke. Under my leadership, it is not a joke. Thank you very much, everyone. God bless you.
I hope you heard and you heard him very clear. The statement is very clear for you to understand. When you see all those their posts they are making, trying to say, oh, Master Simon Ekpa is not IPOB. Master Simon Ekpa have left you very, very long time, even before you make that statement. Master Simon Ekpa have made it clear to the Swallow Republic. But eventually, because they know his level, they know that the level of a government is higher. That is why they can never mention government. They can never mention Liberation Army. They continue to talk about ESN. They continue to talk about IPOB Nigeria, which is their own. We are not there. And anything you are writing, or any application you are sending, or anything you are writing in the name of IPOB, we are not part of it and will not listen to it. If you want to address us as the government. Only then and then we are going to be listening to you. You're welcome back. Akonyo Wetere, can you hear me? Akonyo Wetere, can you hear me? Unmute yourself and speak if you're there. I think your network is bad also.
Good morning.
Good morning, you're welcome.
I greet everybody. Hello, I don't know to come see Bo.
Go ahead.
He leku concerning here bari beleku. Ema ife ndị be anyị na-eme bụ mgbe ọbụla ka asị na fa dị politically correct. So onwe ha ndị na-eme anyị onwe anyị na-eme onwe anyị. This mere na gosi the clearer picture. All those people know in cahoots with the IPOB1 Nigeria. Hajaka create those insecurity.
Yes.
And somebody that have good advice that ha continue push back like that. Push back, cause what disaster, disrupt one many things. Now one time, nobody name hold the guy arrest. I will name hold the guy apprehended by capture completely. Now again then they will prove a point. Because if they're online and now, since last week the speculation of our leader, our current leader, many of them come aside. The lawyer, many of them come aside. IPOB1 Nigeria, hang on now. Even the news, I went to AI. So AI, all the thing hanging them, the news hanging them, with all research is all the junk only flow from the zoo. And your AI, say our leader, see now the information, the sketching, the chief, they may arrest, no invitation. Then when we got there, has Harry Prime the aya. When do I again see as at now or can on a detention called Lala Bia AI has seen more information. Okay, Toby say what I'm going to source, so not source see from our side. No petition on the by the so Emma Mado Dada as Nagadi Dada Dana Aqua as in Ila Gala Eji Gaffin Miri Ila sending my hele me sekese. We did the rule la no go coach Imala lade. Because he's like what no good midi. It dale midi immediately gumidi group in my head gumudi prota. But he dala no go coach. Omni body who we a marriage bound. So he have made now. Akusigolo anima in the month he had. Our prime minister no making him the no lemon. Then Yamano we are or the void of knowledge because we're more. So yeah, we do so be. I'm not a man though age the or header, but the number of years come and wisdom is a natural gift from God.
Yes,
So up to now, there's some advice more than you. Course, the mulo be up to now. Only here our leader could I live now our supreme leader. Now time shall come that we will not pay Nigerian media to be carrying our news.
Absolutely.
Now, if our leader, if our leader now, if our current leader now, the one piloting the affair, I know the game they are playing, but when it comes out again now, we have been able to cow them to talk about us. Yes. Whether right or wrong, false or actual, we have been able to cow them. Now, all that the work you people are putting, you guys are putting, you are staking your life and be doing things, is paying off. It has paid off. So up to now, you people should just go underground like in the anything that happen, let they will not carry you, but only boy I do yours again. How about Nigerian media? Because this over space no, because I'm not zoo. Ye menji get about your we none of you. Our man will put on my district. Day one of zoom my helm. If all those people put on why like Mondaho, our prime minister again. After came with that clash in within the vigilante Anambra. Even no long one them say, okay, assemble. Okay, someone like Wagi sit at home in solidarity to the supreme leader. Gomabu Soludu, a day put out in your ego to come outside, to be showing force, come to the market, come to the white people are peacefully by themselves sitting at home. In when he could as when to go and tell the idiot who Jinwan okay, onodona, as not the sack, the penapa. O lady Nimaba is sack, the penny I go on. Popotacanonia as the gitty, property okay, property under probation, property under bond, property near under probation 1 month. Camera the whole tension of Gadaus. Una just last so you book, if you have one bono, singing Yagora, or Guziaco, or Big Yaka.
Nonsense.
Idiot to send the number to Dubai. Manambo Piana Slolan on a Romano, Bencan or the Anambra. One the Malanambra, Simona Obiano Cadem Malang. Or Potambo says, I nearly trace, okay, a fool a claim of underground. It will be the party on Ambuano and Anambra, Naya reduce illiteracy, revive Wonka. Gamma Tazi, one contradicto Mogi. La lack of illiteracy.
Yeah.
My brother. And when you hear me, you need a also. Or the car Midada Pike. Manore Jesu, Onya last no na who say me. On Miri Machaya Liro. Next time, Ofuka, I'm Malibus Regie. Oga Bawala Wall or Desi no ye desi. So, Unu Jisenike, na Muaga Wagi, Chink Mua left. Because I could not chipu kerani, no noble at him, or book in damn Maleku. Chinkamu left, Ogram, our prime minister. And then the lack of prime minister, don't delay the whole because half information is worse. Even though you know how than knowing what half information. Many of them from now, Potara, he gained number of former from Boldo. When did the follow Namdi 2009 when was Dike Kaleko? Ngochaku that time. Browse one line or Pramina Digo Java did go to Nigeria that time. Late 2009, 2010. But I know my dad said Guinea Biafra because I was born few years back. I'm in the 90s. Late 90s. My dad has someone called it. You see why? Simple. Or run with the meet again. Or that call on Amor. Naya, I will go bring one bala one. No, but my mea. Rojiloku, and yes, see her. The Muren only for the within the Pute, every day 2 minutes. So, yeah, KJ Uchihani Moba. So, Namaku one at the tin, and the amateur Quatuta Camu Gakwan on the chat. So, could have also was Rike Namaku de Gona. Coming 2015, every March, April. no olu na the car nesi weka somebody who put it Biafra nwere phone okube the man abekube si na ndị ọbụla onye ọbụla amụrụ ọbara nne na nna ya Biafra and you need he preach onye ahụ you need he preach anything okay mụ amụrụ 5 years later after ka alụchara ọgụ ojukwu agbachala ọsọ latakwa from inside karetin na-ereju so on the lake here okay abadi be ha na ndị niile akatala clamor for nna ndị kana no is a peaceful man all social media adịgo ka ọ dị now dig information ihe ha kwuru oke okorocha ha na-ehelu mbọsọ na ọ sịrị n'ihe dị mma ọkwọ nọrọ ọchịchị na mma ndị na-ekwu gịnị ka ọ na-emeli Imo steeti kedu ihe bụ ọrụ ya ọrụ usoro aka ya ka okwu nke gbara fọt ewetara chụrụ so ndị be anyị bụ ihe na-eme anyị bụ ndị Igbo a na-ekwu ya ruo echi and Nigeria ma Britain ma ama onwe na ndị kwudata ọ sị na the first bronze asymmetry in the whole world bụ Igbo ukwu I browsed it no ya mere Britain ji atụ anyị ụjọ so ndị be anyị bụ after the war we were subjected to poverty kedu ihe and ọ bụ ndị Igbo omenala anyị mere ka anyị bụrụ ndị lachi ịgba because every real Igbo man lachi ịgba mbọ ka o weta ego n'ụzọ ziri ezi because enweghị dị ka ọgwụ ego ọ ya mere ndị Igbo niile onye ọbụla mụnwa kịta na-agba mbọ ka m survive bụ nwa jere mba ofesi ihe kedu ihe mere gbatabere okwu ka ị baala nga ihe onye ọbụla na-agba mbọ ka o si survive ewee werezie kwa anyị na anyị like ego now ndị niile nọ na zoo unu emerara ha unu ewerara ha iwe because ahụhụ dị and many people jere school ụfọdụ bụ ha ji jee school ọ ire n'anya Anambra enweghị na-ewule Anambra late 80s early 80s late 80s 90s bụ nwa lawyer mama fada mama doctor so many people ka push ka ha ga gụọ akwụkwọ like ndị dịka Soludo ha push ka ha gụọ akwụkwọ lekwa ihe ha ga-apụ ihe niile nọ n'Africa onwe na-agụ akwụkwọ ndị ọ chọrọ ịgụ Nnamdi Kurie so many people now gụchara akwụkwọ onye ada recollect onwe back ya spend how many years in university pursue nka ya gara isi oyibo onye a compromise onwe ya chụba ego ndị nke lagụ ha enwe agụrụ lagụchaghị ọgụrụ half wee nọrọzie into business time ihe nye business to grow is bigger than onye nọ school is bigger than all this rubbish politician so mezi onye ọbụla ịpụta ụtụtụ ijebe ahịa ikpo ka ihe esiri ahịa today na ahịa tinyere ego kedu ka ihe esi update ihe ejire ya onye ọbụla nọrọ onye na-ege news ndị nke lefere na ha chọrọ ige news oje chafụ lọta instead of iwere aka chọọ for news ọkpọ ofu onye ọ mara na ọ dị ka oso n'ihe a na-eme iwe onye ahụ gwara egwere ya jide so my brothers unu just jisi ike because ị chọrọ igbutu osisi ị nweghị ụdọ ọma machine ọ bụrụ obejiri ka iji ị bụrụ onye dị resilient you keep hitting that log of wood till one day it will fail but it will take time but after I declare Chala 2nd December I nwala yo unu tụlee ya let us unu mewe ka DOS by anything emezi the structure they go let them be carrying out their destiny and then the akpọtụ ha na ha ayala eset ha not those political figures ndị ama ọ bụkwa ndị dị fara afụ bara about ndị nke anọ go for ages like this iberibe na-ekwu okwu ya o nwere ofu onye ha nyere ọsọ ma mmadụ na-atụ ma gọvanọ mgbe aka ha amadị ihe na ekele anaghị agafe okwu nkwu aka o natụgbukwu igbu so si nọ ndị anwa because ha ma lekiri eti ya so si were that devil this thing mee ha ma attack hapụ ndị nke ha lediga ala bịa ya confront the iro ha diga ndị a si hapụ ha tie chọọ ndị digara ha and ndị the security ka enwe more intelligent as ndị a na-erekwu bụrụ ndị nwere dị intelligent ndị mara ihe gbasara security gala enwe intel because ndị be anyị ndị ọhịa bụ ya o nwekwu na obi nwanne program ya site onye na-ekwu na ihe mere ndị ahụ ji asị na ha chọrọ Biafra onye n'obodo a oke mụ anọ m na west now agbagotere m na west nọrọ lasị ya since m bịara kwụsị ịzụ ala ahịa m amaghị ya nlakọ ụfọdụ asị ihe ha jikwa na-azụ ala bụ na landlord na-eme onye Igbo bie si onye Igbo tinyere ego n'ụlọ because of ego ụlọ ahụ ya jee zụrụ ala ka ya rụtabe ya asị ya mụnwa n'obodo a titi la na enwe ihe ga-eme kwesịrị m sa na mmadụ azụ ihe ngala ayọ Chineke bụ ihe nleme ka ọ na-akwụ m ụgwọ m ga-eji kwụ ụgwọ ụlọ because ịzụrụ ala now ịdịgo ka onye lụrụ onye jere rapụ na tụọ ya ime ọ mụtara ya nwa ha dị ndụ ihe ọbụla akwụna ahụ na-eme ọbara gashi ego with the person. So many of them now bụ ha bịala anya okay like onye na nwere mmadụ niile onye Igbo niile bịara obodo a bụ ego from village bịa ụfọdụ gbara night bus ụfọdụ kwụrụ ọtọ na moto ụfọdụ bịara bọyị mọcha na ihe ezi setụlụ ha onye abịadagidezi afụfụ titi ikwukwu emepere ya ụzọ ọ bịa mebe ka ya bụrụ odogbu ka ya because ihe a na-eme bụ ka show off. Gịnị ka e mere anya na December ọrụ ka ije gosi ndị nọ na village na Chukwu na-asara gị ekpere n'ihe adịghị mma. So and because of it many of ndị niile nwere ego n'ala Igbo ndị niile bụ ndị Igbo nwere ego na all over Nigeria many of them bụ ka okay onye dịka Okoscharis ọ gụrụ akwụkwọ ọrụ kịta ka o jere gụọ akwụkwọ ịgụrụ na mgbede ọkwa ka o defend ego ya ka o jiri gụọ akwụkwọ ị ga-agba m na not the grounded ndị nke dịzi grounded afụgo na ha wesigo oge mgbe ha na-agụ akwụkwọ ụmụaka ha maara enwe ego achọzi ụzọ ha ga-ezi zuru ha ego ahụ ọ ya bụ ihe ha ncha niile na-eme. So ihe kwesịrị ime m nwere ekwu ya because ihe njikwa gụ ya unu bụ na aka ịfụrụ wolosonye nke a gwara ha sị ya na you cannot fight ideology that Biafra is ideology and this guy nọ na Turkey bụ Humble Lion si na mistake Nnamdi mere bụ na o nwere ndị poor people gboo onwe okirikiri ọ bụ okwu out of context o out of context at all. Unu lụọ ọgụ a Chukwu ga-ekwekwu na hapụ inweta ya but ọ bụrụ ọnọgide rute anyị mala aka a jekwa ezu ike o ijidere Nnamdi tupu onye na nga lee afọ mọzụ dị ijidere onye nke a ha nọkwa m ya o but ị mana ada agbakachi ihe lata oge nke anyị ọ bụkwara ofu onye ka egbufuru ma ya bụ obodo bụ ya a ka egbukwa ewu gwakwa ha ka ha dịkwa aware na enwekwara ndị dị mmụọ ndị dị dana ndị nke ha na-esi na ha jidere enwekwa ihe ga-eme ka nọ n'ụwa mmadụ onye isi ala sị m kwuru isi ala enwekwa ihe ga-eme ka nọ n'ụwa ma mechaa bụrụ obodo a nọ n'ime ya ọ bụkwa na unu lụọ ya ha file na ha ga-ada ọzọ oge nke anyị few years from now ọ gafee ịta aka anyị ga-eresikwa ha akpọ mụ na Simon ofu obodo ka anyị si and abịakwa n'ala Igbo enwekwa ndị ka ndị be anyị nwere obi agbadokwa anya enwekwa ndị ka ndị be anyị nwere obi nọkwa ndị si ebe a Simon si na nso
Simon the last man or the last man hand over to another person. Our prime
over to us mụ nwa ga-efinish kwe ha ịchekwa ihu m ngosi gị ihu m ha oles ka ha gakwa gbuo m unu lụọ ya ha file na a ga-ada ọzọ ya mgbe our own generation ga-abịa Nigeria ga-enwu ọkụ ihe na-eme na Middle East against Israel and Palestine Gaza gbogbo tigbo ọ ga-abụ a child's play. I swear with my life ọ ga-abụkwa a child's play. So unu la agwakwa ha unu gwakwa ha ka ha makwara ihe ha ga-eme because ha feel kwe na ha mee nke a na ha gbuola power and oge nke anyị ebe ọ bụla ụmụ ha nọ a ga-ejitekwa ha because ihe ha na-eme n'ala Igbo ihe ọjọọ ha na-eme n'ala Igbo ka onye Igbo ji nara m ego mee m ogbenye bebido ụwala isi ebe nlachi gbapụrụ obodo because ọ mgbe ọ bụrụ onye be anyị si obodo a pụọ n'iro ka ọ ya bịa fụ the reality of life ọ bịa chebe echiche as far as in obodo a ịnọ in darkness iburu ezigbo mmadụ obodo kwarigide gị oke lee ka nke la anyụ mamịrị lakwa batara now bịa ghasasịa ị mana enwegbo 100 people bụ ezigbo mmadụ ị mana ihe isi ike nọ n'obodo now reduce gị to 30 because if you do not compromise enweghị ebe ilere ahịa la-ekwube eziokwu ọ bụ na ịtụ ha asị ị gaghị ere ahịa now ọ bụla ịzụ ha wee ya ị gaghị ere ahịa now ihe niile bụ original now discuss n'ime ahịa label ka ndị Igbo ji rụcha now label because ibute ihe ezigbo eketa nọ n'ihe dọla nọ bịa onye ga-azụ gị ya ebe na mee integrity Mr. Integrity ka ị protect na ị na-ere ezigbo ihe onye ahụ je tụọ awụ ya ịnọrọla a na-azụpụ anya na-azụpụ ala before you know it you join ha compromise perpetual poverty perpetual compromise on ha debere ndị obodo a ndị be anyị n'ebe a unu mekwere ha ebere because ụfọdụ n'ime akụ ihe laga mụnwa na-akpọ gị I can go on and on. If the black Sunday August 30 the Kopi and Onitsha, some swim ball many position. It will be 20 years. Then can see up here, can allow ya the can be ending. Wow. Kebe if you could be pretty flag, okay, this woman now came in Lawrence in Canada. People, thousands of people, non Port Harcourt prison. Kedi he idiot about Baribele.
See that one.
This way you go. Okay, see, I went to the Abia State for 8 years. Nothing. Honorable. You're chugging Bruman, you're chugging Calabahana about that time. Equal horse, say on a Siena Gardegam, Obusiana Brig. Everywhere doomed. Onye bia, onye nokata, if you cannot beat them, you join them. So sometimes the bonye stand there out. Wazirike potara meme ibuyigi ego. La. Uche mefo ta emela maila ibuyigi ego onoro. La suzo oyibo. Ndị DOS ala so oyibo. Unu nwa bụ ndị lacho ha ego because ama m na ebudechara unu ego unu ajụ soro asụnụ bụ ndị ara na na-egbu ndị Igbo. Okay, since ahụ nu wegara ọchịchị jidela aka unu nwa Igbo mgbe nleme akwụkwọ ka lara from Anambra ije wete death certificate and local government chairman they signed them nge present in embassy that night baye mgbe devulachi irute baye so ndị ha na-alụso ọgụ bụ ndị CS ala nkosi youth bụ indigenous people mụnwa ihe m ji lata bụ na ademasu baye ala m anụkwa but ademasu ya fluently because nna m mụrụ anyị na do you know n'irute ajọ gebe isi nsị na mbụ onye obosi sụ asụsụ agafere ịbụrụ onye sụrụ baye ebubo a ga-ejide gị gbuo that night ndị ọjọọ na-ekwu okwu that night agbara ọsọ n'ụlọ ka ngachara okwu gọọmenti lata ebubo agụ gburu ndị mmadụ na junction bụ irute isi ebe a one major junction irute ihe edebe to my own community gbuo people DPO gbara ọsọ my community my dad bụ second person secretary of my community big people for that night say lekuye your people le meo na ya wukwara fence na ya dajigoro okwu. So what are all these people saying? We know all these things. Capital national television, every Igbo man actually be politically correct. Every Igbo man he ought be politically correct. Self-aggrandizement.
Thank you so much. We continue. Thanks, and we have spent a lot of time.
My brother,
so that we can continue.
More grace to your able. Tinye more ọrụ na sensitize the people. No, na afụfụ mere. Now, I keep out time to listen to almost all of you. In the immature program, many of our people are not doing it. They after their business. Many are not doing it. And that's the problem. And all a structural condition how many in Nigeria. Condition in Burma just after feeble. Not after something. Just after feeble. How are we handling? But we are not going to get to that's no more. You get Ogo Olola Anyiru, I got but unu kwakwa again to pass this information to them. If they went here, only they come. Before those guys, I will not let them smell. That time can they dig up their information. I'm not maybe I say okay, let us join these guys. When we join them, we will now come to power again. And we're going to I'm going to happen for your own state, but for my own state. And we're going to Gabudiri, Councillor, or their generation, I will keep watch of them. So, only obuna man call eme ya mekwa. Onye obuna man call eme na ya mekwa. So, unu do also jisini ike basaba no ozioma. You are doing great job. Obi Nwanne is doing all of you people in the media.
Thank you.
Truth. Don't mind them. Some people, when they say, Agwalaha, Jide Nnamdi, Tukbolanga, Jide Simon. Okay, cause anything. Yesterday, Monday, the highest record of compliance na civil disobedience in Anibo. Let us wait till December 7th. Muma na eba. Anyway, on my own side, I can't get eba Simon is even see. Fulani la pa ngara abụkọ maka Ebonyi steeti o. Ka ajụkwa ese ọfụma. Na ha la akpọ ngara abụkọ side by you. We are born warriors. So ha nọkọtasị na ha mee ka Fulani bịa gbuo, a ga-amụkwa ma gọvanọ ọkụ. Ha jikwa ese ọfụma o, onye ọbụla gọgụrụkwa ọfụma. Ndị be anyị adịkwa agbala asụ. Ha jikwa ese ọfụma. And I like one ọnụ mmasị ala side ahụ. Ka the pioneer of the affair bụrụ onye si side ahụ. Ha na-akụkwa ya no problem. But onwe ihe ya eme. Chukwu gọzie unu ọfụma. Ihe ọbụla ụlọ eme ka dịrị unu na mma. Chukwu ga-anọnyere anyị. Onye ọbụla ga-enwe nkasi obi. Nkasi obi ahụ unu na-enye anyị ga-adị. Nkasi obi ha ga-adị. Onye ọbụla laka inyo. Onweghị ihe ọ marụ. Ya mebe ka o si sọ ya. Mana oge ruo agbasi ọsọ anyị agụma ya. Agbasi afọ ọsọ. Ọ ka mma na ị nọ on defense. Don't talk. Na ikwuru okwu. Indict yourself in future because we are not sleeping. We are keeping record. When the time reach, we'll visit you with your contribution, both negative and positive. So thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother, for that amazing information. You have spoken very well, and I believe my Biafran people have really understood. I thank everybody that have been patient with us up to this time. I appreciate everyone. And we are going to round up. We have spent more than 3 hours on the program, almost going to 4 hours. So we need to take a rest because I still have a program this evening and tomorrow we'll continue. But before we go, every one of us on the platform will give us one minute for us to round up the program before we close. And I think we start from, start from our beloved sister, Mary. Sister Mary, are you there?
Yes.
Go ahead, my sister Mary. Give us your closing remark.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Yes, Biafra. Thank you. My closing remark. Please, Biafra, sit at home. Lockdown. Yeah. Anything Biafra government said, you must do it because it's your government. No shaking for Biafra at all. No shaking. It's only Nigerian government is shaking. Iberibe, you don't get what to say. They are all confused because Biafra is not buying their propaganda anymore. Our leader, Ichere Kondo, is preparing the Biafra nation, our nation to step in. So we to go and sing the love song in our own land. That is what is so painful for Nigeria. What they did not expect with Britain. Please be enjoyed, be celebrate because me, I'm preparing. We are going there to do what we know how to do it. Our own nation. Don't shake, no move. If move Nigeria, because Nigeria now, we need to move them. We have to shake them. We have to grant them. We have to tell them what they need to know. The whole world. It's not our PM is the problem. The Empire of Arab. That is their problem. Britain, Empire of Britain, they are their problem, Nigerian problem. Because of Biafran mineral resources in the ground. And Biafra don't even have time for those things. That is why they want to buy us. That is why they want to take us out of this sovereign earth. But we said no, enough is enough. That is why we are going to declare our nation just few days to December. Please prepare, love your nation, love your soldiers. Please, our soldiers, we love you. We love you guys because you are the real soldiers, You know what you know how to do it. Continue to slap Nigerian government left, right, frontal, and slap. Anywhere you like to keep them, grant them. Their blood need to pour because this is not our own anymore. You hear me? Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, our leader, Maasi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, our leader, the present leader, Itare Kondo, Masi Simon Ekpa, the body of government. Thank you for what all you're doing. May the mighty name of Yeshua blessing continue to fall upon you, you and your father. May the blessing of Almighty God, Mother Earth, continue to, protect you guys, give you guys the wisdom and the grace to continue to carry on, because we can't wait. And so shall we be. He say. Thank you, brothers. Nitoeka, we can't wait. We move. Don't listen to propaganda. It's too late. Where they cannot sell it, they cannot shut our mouth up. So they lost woefully. What move. We move. Yeah, see you guys. Thank you very much, brother.
So much, my beloved sister.
Thank you
So much, my sister.
Thank
you so much. I appreciate you. Chichi, go ahead. Chichi, give us your closing remark as we leave. Give us your closing remark, Chichi.
Thank you, Biafrans, for listening. Biafra strong. It is our time to be free. When things get harder, that is when things begin to happen. Stand strong. Don't allow their propaganda to bring you down. This is the time our leader, Martin, will say, a time will come. If you don't know what to do, you go to your mental toughness. That is what we need now. You have to be strong. Don't listen to these criminals with red cap that are coming on television to talk rubbish. Most of those television in Nigeria are owned by politicians, and the criminal that call themselves president. They are protecting their interests and not your interests. So, Biafrans, wake up and fight for your interests. Your freedom is your interest. We must hand over freedom to the generation. We can't continue like this. We can't keep our children like this. They will never suffer what we have suffered. If we listen to their propaganda and fall, our children will suffer more than what we have suffered. And we say no to that. It will never happen. I read a book why a reverend father in Anambra, a Catholic bishop, was criticizing our leader, Simon Ekpa. A bishop that is preaching of how Jesus died and not died. But they are against freedom. Can you ask this bishop, what are they preaching for?
What an irony. Mad people everywhere.
Can you ask these preachers, what are they preaching? I see them as new colonial masters. They are stooges. They are used to destroy our people mentally. If I am my people, you see that Reverend Father, I will not go to his church. On Sunday, I will do personal sit at home in my house so that let me see where he will come and preach that nonsense. How can the Reverend Father have not talked about how Fulani Hasten are the king of people? He have not made any comment, but he have the guts to come and publish rubbish on the newspaper. But nevertheless, Biafra, stand strong. We are seeing our enemies. We are keeping record. At the fullness of time, they will come to Biafra court to give us their evidence. Stand strong. Fund our liberation army because they are our hope. All the men on ground and women that will love you all. Stand strong. Airborne. Thank you, everyone.
Airborne. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my beloved sister. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Akonye Wethere, my brother, please give us your closing remark for 1 minute so that we can close the program. If you are still there.
To address ihe onye ara ahụ kwuru bụ Abaribe. Ọkwa o kwuchara okwu na nke a mekwere nke emehọ Simon jikwa eme nke omehọ nke a wee bịakwasị na South East bụ the highest militarized zone in Nigeria. Since 19 Guinea ọ nọ na Senate kedu ihe ha megoro. So nna-agwa ụmụnne anyị bụ ndị Igbo ebe nnọ mere nji asụ Igbo. Ọtụ ndị bụ ndọrọndọrọ inwere onwe anyị n'isi ọkwa anyị bụ ndị Igbo ndị ọzọ na-eche azọtasị ala ka ha bịa nọrọ. So nna-agwa ha onye ọbụla nụrụ ihe na-eme ya wepụtake ndị time digie information n'aka onwe ya. Ya bụzi na a na-asị na ọ dị saa ọchịkọrọ chinye na akpa ya dịghị ken information n'aka onwe ya nọrọ on a neutral ground reason ya ihe na-eme gbakọkwanụ ma wepụ kedu ka obodo anyị na-ekwu okwu ka abụrụ ofu ji efevọ gị ọ bụ na ọ dị efevọ gị ịnọta ekekwenu ọkwa mmadụ na-agba pụtara ebe ụmụnna na-azọsa ala ọnọkata ọ hapụ ụmụnna jee chọba ego ọ chọtazi afọ ego o jee goro ala ebe ọzọ wee rụọ ụlọ kedu ihe mebe o ruo n'okwu nwere onwe anyị bụ ndị Igbo abụrụ ndị iberibe ekwuteghị ha n'okwu nwere onwe onye Igbo anyị atọ na nkọwa ihe onye Igbo nọ ndị nke kpụrụ nwa ha politishan bụ ịkọwa ka ha si hụ Naijiria n'anya ịkọwa ka anyị asị anyị bụrụ otu ihe adị na mma ndị nke ọzọ anọrọlachi anya ọchị ndị nke ọzọ anọrọlachi anya ọchị ndị Fulani chọrọ pịa ewere ekrete na ha Ministry of Livestock were Atahiru Jega mee onye isi ha enye ha ebunyewe ha ego Buhari buru ego niile o durula agrikọlchọ kedu traktọ gwuru akala asịkwa na chọrọ igo traktọ kedu ihe mebụ na anyị nwe obi na-akpagharị agụgharị figọ mgbe ọ na-eme kampen ka m kwuru ebe nọ kwuo ya si na obi aga ewi na awụwọ m mmanya that night ebe ọbụla nọ nla agwa ha many people pụtara n'ime ịma politics na 2023 anyị nwapụ ndị bidokwa na aseli 2011 follow politics Nigeria ala agbagila onye anụnwa bụ onye ọjọọ asị m hapụ n'ọmụ abụọ n'igbe afọ onwe anyị n'anya nkọwa niile ọ kọwara during campaign onye tụpụrụ ya ọnụ Tinubu lachi today si na onye nke ọzọ na ya ga-akpọ nwa afọ ya insult ọ ka tọkwa na nkọwa la akparịla akọwa ugbu ka ihe anyị ga-akọwa ruo bifo ha kwere na anyị na ha so ịgala skuulu ha ala agwa gị na anyị bụ ndị Igbo problem ha ụmụ ha kara amụta na ịma amụta ha anaghị ikwuba okwu agwa gị na onye Igbo bụ problem gị anyị nwabụ nkọwa ka anyị nọ nkọwa anyị kwụsị kene nkọwa biko na ụmụnne m ka anyị kwụsị nkọwa ka anyị jee nwekekọnụrụ onwe anyị ọ bụ na anyị ga-anwa anyị nwụrụ kedu ihe ọ na-aza bụ this country na Africa nke a president lachi ya toro ogologo kedu afọ ya Kagame the total of the population of that Rwanda the population of out of school na Nigeria the total population of Rwanda bụ the total population of ndị lada aga akwụkwọ na Nigeria ọkafụ gị n'anya imetụkwanụ biznes ndị nọ na biznes were kene fonu na ihe niile adịla mma iwere kene fonu ịjụọ for information onye asị na ejidere Simon ha wee fọt ka iputugoro ịgọgụrụ mara chọọ ka isi download jụọ news ka ị mara nke bụ eziokwu ihe nọ bụ nke fụrụla Opera Mini nke Sahara Reporter dị na Punch iwere ya ndị nke enwe obi aṅụrị ndị nke BP ha larịarị ya ịnụ ọkwanụ na ọ dị saa gụọ ọnụ bifo gị ichi kpunye na akpa nkọwa ndị be anyị kọwara isi mere ya amalgamate since 1914 kọwa ya after ka enwere independent na 1960 ojukwe gee kọwa okweghị ya o declare obodo anyị na-ekwu okwu ya na 67 lụọ ya for 3 years ọ karịa ọgba ọsọ nkọwa ahụ ka anyị ka nọkwasị isi ahụ ruo today akọwagide amụ ununwa akọwagide amụọ ndị ọzọ akọwagide amụọ anyị nwa ị kachọkwa ịnọ na nkọwa anwa ka ịmụkwa ndị nke gị ka ndị nke gị jidekwe dị nkọwa gawakwa ka anyị labanụ anyị laruo anyị chọrọ igbusisi onwe anyị gbusisi onwe anyị ebe Naijiria na-egbuchaburu onwe ha since ha bidoro mebe ihe ọjọọ ha na-eme onwe ha echeghị na ndị Igbo egbusisi onwe anyị ma ọ bụ na anyị laa so ya bụ ihe nwere ike igwu unu si ka anyị lake na eje egbusisi onwe anyị ahụ biko ebe ọ bụla ị nọ si ka anyị lake na eje egbusisi onwe anyị na nkọwa na ya akọwachuola too much 64 years ka anyị ka nọ na nkọwa anyị ga-akọwa ya ruo ole mgbe nkọwa ka anabata gị nkọwa na ị ga-abụ president na ị ga-eme ọfụma mana ndị dịka Buhari ndị dịka Idiota na-achị onwere onye nwe ihe ọ kọwara mmadụ onwe ihe ọ kọwara mmadụ bụrụ president o jere chata ha asịsị no inclusive gọọmenti ya chọrọ ime na ajụrụ na-ajụrụ ya na Rufai za nka onye nka Rufai ya ọsịsị za nke ọ zara Rufai ọkasola ndị niile ya na-eso je chata house except Wale Edu onwere onye ọzọ nọ na that gọọmenti ma ọ bụ na ndị Chatham bịawa eju ese na ndị anyị si n'ọha gị na ha ga-achị Naijiria ka emezie ya mma ele ebe ha nọ mana ndị Igbo ka nọ na nkọwa because onye rigoro osisi kwatuo nwanne ya ọ dịkwa mma o o ji ọkụkọ jikwa onwe ọkwa anyị ji onwe anyị anyị nwa bụ Igbo ji onwe anyị sayapụ ndị South na ndị na anyị nwa bụ Igbo ji onwe anyị ụmụnne m na-akọrọ m n'olu anyị kwụsị na nkọwa anyị lakene dị mmadụ ha ga-eme onwe anyị biko.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you and every other person that is there watching. I thank everyone that have been with us on this program from the beginning to the end. I say, may Chukwu guide and protect us, secure us, and keep us until the last minute. Remember our self-referendum. If you have not voted, the last chance is few days now. And the convention is going to commence on 29th. On the 2nd of December, the declaration will be made. Our Prime Minister is safe and sound, waiting for the moment for him to address us. And I bet you, wherever you are, continue to pray for him. He is going to lead us. He is the final man. Nobody is going to come up again. He is the last man to take us to the promised land. And it will happen. Thank you. And remember, see you next time by the special grace of Chukwu.
We know Biafra. We know Afro. We know. BFR, Rafo Jingo, my people, follow Wuno Road. His Excellency Simon Ekbanjoku, Naim, they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show, no be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government, in exile, went there for Obodo Yibo, Finland. With him government, Naim, they do the wonder. Say, make you join, follow up. He go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you. And your picking them, I dey tell you, you can't still bring Ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, not be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing they happen 2024. I make I shock you. The money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down. Look, na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra, where you they cry for sins. You go also win.
After this particular December 2nd, nobody will fight for Biafra again. Biafra will be free. And we are going to hand over freedom to our children, and our unborn generation will enjoy what we have fought and what we are doing today. Do not shake. Do not panic. December 2nd, Biafra freedom will be handed over to us, both in the spirit and in physical.